what they shall now. What they shall now. What they shall now. Why you want to be a Balajani? What they shall now. Why you want to be a Balajani? About one walk away by Jawaka. Come on, I'm not going to obey you. Let me was about that. Please support them. Can't support them. My shout outs to you, Uncle Bart. Uncle Bart, Toyota. Shout outs to you, Atago Toyota. Awo Bache.
Shout outs to you, Awobache. Shout outs to you, Lisa Biba 27. Shout outs to you, Man Christie. Shout outs to you, Uncle Sam. Shout outs to you, Niaite Okaibibio. Me, when they want to 10 likes, class captain, when they feel late. So, Brahma, they come a fit away. No, like you could show it. Like him on your 30 likes, 30. You got what she want to 10 pesos so far. Shout out to you, Niamujan Jama Mantse. Uncle Bart, we are what we are. No bagawire. Nitete TV is the only TV station that speaks the truth. Indeed. That's right. What for 13 likes? Miracle likes up. Miracle up. Haba. Hey. What's our beko? What about you and Ukwale? Shout outs to you, Asafuache, ni tete okujie to. Asafuache, ni tete okujie to. Shout outs to you. Manvaida laye. They can say hi to a fatalo. Asafuache, ni tete okujie to. That's why no more funny boy or joba one bodo manye ya efe no yo Asafuache ni tete okujie to. Nyebo amode atago Kenya loco Kenya like ya show and sha nyebo amode nye like ya show what face 17 likes now what rap kale ah what's your 30 gidi gaga what's 30 heba that's right. Indeed, shout outs to Coach Latte. What for 20 likes? 10 more. Let's go, family. Haba. Go what they shall now. You when attention and I won't show. I will need something. Alona Shenshon, I'm when he fair, but no only Polly. Ashimash yet any Aglachani. Aye. Shout outs to you, Manyana Ode. Adenku Nijiken Manyana Ode. Adenku Nijiken. Shout outs to you. Dave Easing, Eba Trashi, Wanyami Dave, Eba Trashi. Again, truth will always defeat lies. So we are here to listen to the truth. 100%. Like I know, what for 20 likes? We have 10 more to go. Bromade, love emoji say, no, but Tashi, I can't no, love emoji say, no, nyane floor, nyane floor. That's right. Love emoji say boy flow mo. Nyane flow, nyane chelano. Love emoji say. Ebe onye gonti ehun no. Eba. Man Christic, here we are progressing indeed. 9 more likes to go. 21. Let's go. Let's get it rolling. Hava. Mr. Noteke, you have to remind them every time that the law is the law. Indeed, the law is the law. The law is the law. I go class captain so me send the link class captain. Alito Two likes, 8 more. Never money, 8 more likes. Let's go. New watch shishi. Shout outs to you, Mantse Richmond. No partner, Bashako Jolo. The best comes from Bukom. Indeed, Uncle Bat, come on me. The best indeed comes from Bukom. I'm a lay. 4 more likes to go. 4 more. 26. Yeah, let's go. Baba Fita, no like it. Baba no like it. Hava. I will check out observers are watching. I worried. 3 more likes. 3 more. I'll eat 30 market. 3 more. Let's go. Hey. more. Isaac Ni Ahima Apia. Certiorari is simply a review of lower court judgment. A National House of Chiefs must have a concrete additional facts that the High Court had previously did not factor in. Prince of Ghana State. One more like, let's go. Heba. One more. Yeah. Heba. Hey. Shout outs to you, Nami Satoyate. Mofemo, you are done. A very beautiful evening to everyone out there. Thank you so much for joining me today as well. Mene wa be kon oba make case kom ni Adama Latse akpakole. Let me put it out there once again. Baby, ni akpale dabi akpako ni Adama Latse. You see, and that is why if you belong to the other side of the issue, I may be loud. You may not like my style of presentation. You may not like certain words that I use. But I want you to sit down critically. No, is this the sort of precedent you would want to leave for future generations, Lou? Ni Adama Latse akpakole. What told you by? You may not like him. She akpakole. Ni manche konkleba. Ofi manche nese. Engona. Animokomba anye teshi. Biamini manche no fi ese akpakole. Koni lenwe kake lenwe ye manche lo. Question as an obio ini. Inke akpako ni Adama Latse. And a lot of people keep saying, I get all of that. She means mono bio yake. Keji afe na kenang me. Ni no fe no jojo. Ni wakewa. Ani manche konklo ba anye lemwe teshi. Because we are the one you want to akpa manche. Is that the way we want to go? Manche konkloba ne yashika ne ya political influence lenwe ba anye teshi ne lo me na to le manche ke wo fe wa pene ake na ka yale ke manche ko tano apale ke manche ko ba ni lenwe ye wale lenwe ye shika lenwe ye power ye access to power to people in authority na me shika lenwe ba anye to manche ke wo yale na kan. Is that how we would want we would want to live as a people? Na kenje boni wata woni wa yinshi. So if no banu ni mogo ba kake ni akpa ni Adama Latse ni Adama Latse akpale ni akpakole. Shout outs to the whistle. So you may have a very obanyeno sumo ni te kochuru ni jenyo. Fine. You have every right to admire somebody. Nobody is begrudging you that. But after noni ete none ehoe and it was a kwe minute noni washing our big wanna be. And it was a kwe kejibo okene keno gwe and me Kemo ko unteshi ne ba fe obanye no yue. Chemeganye me sanenim bi one. Ani wose ku kemo ko unteshi ne ba fe ani obanye ni oyue lo. So keji waka wanta oni watwagan. Esani watwagan ye anokwale mi. Esani watwagan. Isaac ni Aima appear again 95% and more support does not amount a legitimacy. That's a good point. Now, and I like making point no raise or because a lot of people I mean now once again no one can tabi mbolo if you want to mean bolo. Gamanchayelia it's not a popularity contest. It's a spiritual position. Money you're popular on Facebook. Money you're popular on TikTok. Your manje. No. So first point, ni mean town ni mo fe mo anananu. Efe no ba nu ni mo ko ba ka ke akpa ni Adama Latse, akpa ko ni Adama Latse. Akpa ko le. Akpa ko le. You understand what I'm saying? Akpa ko ni Adama Latse. So I mean, Boni wayale. Once again, maybe na kansania kun. Okay, at any point in our lifetime, as game mokoni eyeshikawa ke the political connection. Le we ba nye teshi. Ke ba say the same thing against Nita Kochulu. Over you in honor. It will not be a problem then. Honor. Ni Mene, I would like to address my brothers. Mene, Inadeka, shout outs to Niabe Jamestown TV. Shout outs to BNA, Mr. Mingle. Shout outs to Mr. Mills. Mene, I had the privilege of watching their live. Mene, Benuchi fair na mlan. So, me scroll through your Facebook, Ninake, Ameba live. So, in your mejiame, like I said, they are my brothers. Look. We all want warfare one down here. We just happen to believe okay no ne kole wo ba chon ni gan hele ni wata wo ba na warfare one believe okay ne ke bene eja but only in yeme like I told you guys the last time. I said this before. When this is all said and done, we are brothers. We will never cease being brothers. Tensions are high. So every now and then mokoba noko because triye ba ona and ole instead of nyeba anale if phone alo no conclue mas money sit back ona ni nye recognize ake tumoboni da ni ntabi ake ni nko ake. We are in an inflection point when it comes to gamashiye it's an nakai. This period of our lifetime Gamashi especially, it's a very serious one, and that is why I can yeme wafe one struggle ake imagine any wabachon koni Gamashi eko e mama papa ne ebu ne enye edomoshi ojobang ona boni ni yo. So I would like for you guys to always sit back bona ni kweni from that perspective. Shout out to you, like I said, Nia Bay BNA Nom GH. Look, you guys do amazing. Tomorrow you and our content. It's a fact. Kenya Shanoko ni wana me. I have not been able to build this to a place where ni Chamanan correspondent yeshian. And especially the Kemanche case, mo call me get no. I can get a correspondent. She can na name correspondent. Actually aplale. So I appreciate all the work that you guys do. But once again, wafe nyeba jabeku ke wajeni nejuno ke what meet at one place ke what fe wo gan machine bona boni ni yo. We cannot fight each other dane, we cannot insult each other dane e ka wo share equal ni the one thing it means sumoni nye your say like I said men in your life nkwe and like I said, I appreciate all the work. I understand the perspective you guys are coming from. I understand the perspective. You're putting a lot of work in trying to build the brand Nite Kochulu, Nijenyo, and all of a sudden, after all the work that you guys have put in, I think I get Niabe. This is the second time Niabe make na can point. After all the effort, after all the tole, ke dengmeni nyeka womini build the brand Nite Kochulu, abasa ababa. Ni about Bill Abasa Baka Abaje Shishiko. That was the point in Nia Baby. Shout out to Niabe. Look, I like the guy a whole lot. Trust me. It's more Niabe, it's more Niabe Wadenche. I have great respect for the guy. And I believe I can between me and Kele, the respect is mutual. In get Mr. Mills, Nom GH in Kele Basande, I think once, born a Boninchon. And it was very helpful. No name bile jechele no efe hami right away. I mean need no ko ninchale no eke hami right away. BNL enke BNL back usanidan. Bona boni jo ni abi lenke le several times. Ona boni here. So I have a lot of respect for our guys back home. But I think they are missing the point. At some point you need to look at it this way in Yemen. Move away from the PR work. What sort of precedent are you setting? What sort of precedent are you leaving for the future generation? Look, in your B3, in Liaka Niabi A4, Liaka B Conclomoban, Liaka recently Niabi 4. I don't know about BNA, I don't know about Mr. Mills, in Liaka Mwame B. But what do we tell our children every day? In Yemen, but I can change because me address me personally, because me in your live there. And I hope you guys would watch this video. Ninye na mi perspective because many nyele perspective out ni nushishi. At least I heard you, so I want you to hear me. Bio yake tumoboni nye kwa yake wakwe wa yake wameni wa ya blochi yake no ni wa fio wa being kwe. I think I get BNA you and I can BNA Mr. Mingle. I'm throwing that right back at you. Nliake ofomu alo bako bafo. But Mr. BNA, Mr. Mingle, I'm throwing what you said right back at you. Noni bongu ofio. Bongu obi nkwe. Alo waseku obi ba kwe. And when this part of our history is finally written, ni obi ebibu wake. Inche. Mini ewo. Ni afemo kwesha achong bekpakpa no ni akeba akpale aba fale ni efe konoko I read the charges a hale opportunity ne defend he. There was a clear political influence. The audios, the videos are all there. Mr. BNA nkebonwe on aboninchon menele laga bom yefu last week when I got the bom yefu oblasti. You have every right to express your frustrations, but you know you are me to mommy like you didn't appointee to me specifically. But okay, what many were your man say when I want like internet take no quality bona boy. So me your man say ko ni me fe neke issue nego. So me like I know okay. You may not be directing at me. Maybe but let me address it. Because me a diaspora. I want you to ask yourself same question. What would be your answer to them? You saw an injustice perpetrated. Just because you feel like of a PR for a long time and you don't want to go back again and start over. Wait your turn. A shako no. Call Bill and fake giddy your call I can be no of your giddy not trine show no. Make you know about Kobe. About Kobe like no me a dad in tuning, no me a dad in fair PR. No me one nako manchene you are bluffo to moledan. No the injustice, the untruths, the hypocrisy. No me fe okuanya fono. Mr. BNA. Oba ko bi like amale kakutumpo ka bla okwoyin afono me fe no because o feel like o project manchene to a certain level and you don't want to go back and start again. Ask yourself, okay, because you don't have to tell me. I ask myself every time. Okay, what circle? When the history is written, ni angmawolo yehe, ni angma ni tete TV Sunday, ni tete bobi ashon host or mini abanga ye, mini mbi abakane. And in be amebana min shake. Our dad stood for the truth. Even when it was not popular. Our dad stood for the truth. Our dad exposed the hypocrisy of our leaders. Our dad spoke against the lies of our leaders. Would you rather your kids say such a thing about you? Well, our dad was just working. I want you to think about it. Bombio the same thing to Mobonyo, okay? What be na kansania? I want you to ask yourself the same thing. When the dust settles, ni no fe no bajo, ask yourself, okay, ani o defendi anukwale. Ani oyue eshinoniye sa. Because that is what I'm doing. Look, I may not be entirely correct. No fair no you all may not be the entire truth. I have never claimed that. But at least in Liake, an injustice was perpetrated on a man. And as long as I have breath, I will continue to call that injustice out. In Liake, a man trusted some people, and these people stabbed him in the back. And as long as I have breath, I would expose those people. Ask yourself, when that history is written, what would you say to your children? That there was a man called Boni who did not care about the truth, who was just comfortable because a lifetime fair na mancheko ni ekole ewe blofo ni le susume feel like expose the gun ojogba no I forget you know I forget about the injustice, I forget about amale, I forget about the hypocrisy, I forget about no mefe. Is that what you would want your children to read about you, Mr. Boni? I would try and give you a call so you and I can have a conversation. I'll reach out to Niabe. We can have a conversation, look. Because sometimes we are all talking over each other. And we are not talking to each other. So maybe we should have that conversation. And the other thing when Miss Monima address in Yemejiake. You see, sometimes I need to make in fact, in Leafia Boni, I don't know, Bona. But some of the things coming in you or if you're not there, they are so like on the scale of things. Some of the things you are big bioklani. Cheme kanyeme ambassadors. I'm a boy gaman cheme ngamo jengmene. Dignitaries ajablochi aba angama jiacheme jengmene. Social media was not that huge. Yanakan time. So whatever you guys are seeing, it is not new. Ambassador say ba abangamo majiacheme a filmo kajablema. Dignitaries, celebrities, ejablochi abangamo majiacheme eche. So, like I said, once again, no mean like I said, And clearly, if you guys are young, nyomi enye ekola enye tiame pe enye dala ko chon. So ni bi ekome ye ninye na. Ona ninye ba come of age no nye na ni te ko chulu. Ojogbang. And that is what you are seeing. See, I boy Mantse ba na ba boy majia chame ngamo je mene. So it is not new. Go into the archives. Celebrities in Yagan Traditional Council are Angamagia Cheme. Menja Mantse Aba Angamagia Cheme. I remember naming GBC News all the time. I saw his reign. Nine, he was president of the Traditional Council. These celebrities are Jablochi ate Angala Traditional Council. She know me on Facebook be, Instagram be. So call GBC. Honor. So some of these things can you belittle or some of the points need you make off you. You understand what I'm saying? And the other thing, Jackie, social media. It's not about who is popular on social media. Ona manchayelie nyeme. Once again, BNA, Mr. Abe, Mr. Mills, it is not about that. It's not about mene mambi esumo. Manchayelie jo shiki na afo. It is a spiritual position. It is a spiritual position. And like I said, of course, Nite Kochulukote online, he has the online presence. Tackie Adama Latse. But that does not mean a chunk be phone no de kebata say no. It's a new affair. Well, that's it. What sort of precedent are we living? We are telling the younger generation, okay, Cheme, BNA, Mr. Abe, I love you guys. We are telling the younger generation, okay, influence the shika, it will be okay. By force. We cannot do that. Esani minkenye wabi anyone for wani wabi akasiake manchayelie ejimumoni no ane ejimumoni esani no fino na ba fia fe lojogban manchayelie ejimumoni no ane ejimumoni esani ke mokota seno na akpakole mokotioshi ni mo ko ake lenwe ba nye ye manche eke no e ba ye manche inyeme esani wenye watro wabi akeke manche kotano abamene bagbo manche ba ka ke ye don alo ba pale na ba to manche konklo nakanji boni esani nakanji se na esani wo hia wabi look, you guys are amazing. I have great respect for you, and I hope Boni gentry meaning Kenyan rare, no back belling your tree in your hay. Because many Mr. Mills, in go Mr. Mills name ye food. Mr. Mills, I legend nom GH. She mean like Mr. Mills said, me a fool. Bien alone, and me a fool. In your mini abia boli, cool potato, Bonica me giganin come, I got mena tree. Leon, Tajamene, come, I got mena tree. Is our brother. We don't have an issue with him. Oh, Nabonicho. So we all want the same thing. She in Yemen. My UNA nima go on to issue. In Mandibi Pini, of course, nin kwenye video, nin write up, nin my address, but we will leave that for another day. Have you guys wondered why we've gotten to this place? Have you guys wondered? I think you guys should ask yourself, okay, why are we here? Why have we gotten to this place where ni ako blantai Bona? we cannot understand each other in this very moment. We cannot when you walk back only agree on one thing. Have you guys wondered? Have you guys asked yourself? Forget about many me you are blochi ni I mean react ni because I mean forget more about no. But I think you guys should ask yourself, okay, how did we get here? How did we get to this point? Where ni tamaboni nyechon gan ebwe here ya no abasa abakuse konwe. You guys should ask yourself, why are we in this position? Biane mine woni washe ni washe ne ni gan efe to me babwe here ya no ekasa ya se konwe. And I will tell you the answer. We are here, we are today, because the right thing was not done from the very beginning. If the right thing had been done from the very beginning, we would not be here. And if you guys agree with me, okay, the right thing there. I want you to ask yourself, what is the right thing? Mr. BNA, Mr. Mills, Mr. Abbey, Mr. BNA, Mr. Mingle, if I am a chabu call last name, I can respect it. Mr. Abbey, Mr. Mingle, Mr. Mills, meaning kwame live, so call an image me address me. They are my brothers. I want you guys to sit down. Tumoboni nyechon inyemi fioni abeke etole echuni ya e project ni teko chulu e kpasi ya ni ebwe himwe keka ya akuse ko. And that is why I want you to ask yourself, Mr. Abeake, why are we here in the first place? Nom GH, the whistle, nom GH. Bona, Mr. Abe, I want you to ask yourself, okay, why are we here in the first place? Mine wa tone tobone fe tumobe no choni o project gan in like no juni double wake ba ko sa wo ba jenhie ko e bi yake mine wo ni no tumone fe no chue ni e fe bu ake e ba fe yaka because it's no ba jenhie ko no bu manche konko project mo keji e bale naka. I don't know. We all don't know what the outcome of the case is going to be. Wo fe wole I don't know what the outcome of the judge said. Yen kame yo bonwole. Shikeji Boni osusunwale na kanke etoboni abasa no jeshishie konwe bio ye ake ona boni chon bio ye ake mine woni wo ba she any wo share ni mimi nke bo ake wo ba she any wo share because the right thing was not done from the very beginning. Now keji o come to the same conclusion ake kajashishije afe no ni sa bio yake miniji no ni sa ne sanishi kwen afe keje shishije ni afe. Ask yourself, ni tumoboni yueda ne. If you ask me ekole bo shishije no na sanafe, it may be different for you. She for me no ni sanafe keje shishije na afe eji manche ka we kwe egbo na na to manche konklu alo aba pale dan abato manche konklu alo e ba ke ye don dan abato manche konklu. Barring these three things, everything else now about faith ni manche konklu ba batano, it is wrong, and that is why we are where we are today. Kaji ame ni Adama Latse ya je shon echu ese clearly if e pamoni ni cheme dumono na akpale if e pamoni ni cheme dumono na akpale alo lele nche kwe ne ke o gan gan be ni gan yo ye no koko chon nye manye don ne shi tro ne no nkegbe, we will not be here. No la ba chon abato manche na ba chon gbe papa no ni ake ba to le. So no tumo no tu efe fruitless. Oba shin ekoni bi ami ni pa ko na ke ni bi ba ya yin alo ni bi ba chaki ye ka ba sa ba kuse ko ye bo susu mo mi. Boni shishi. So, like I said, look, I have great respect for you guys. And like I said, you guys should feel free to take a dig at me. You guys should feel free. And if you guys want me, I seriously want to have a conversation with you. I seriously want to do that. Mr. Mills number, Mr. BNA, Mr. Mingle, Lembe number. Bona. But I want you to ask yourself, when the history of this period is written, would you be the person that is speaking the truth, fighting for the truth, exposing the hypocrisy and lies? Or you would be the person who is just going to countenance all of these just because it promotes noko ke ashe ko ne feel like na no bag made. But final thing, let me just say this too. Wameni wo yo man say wasumo ganfe nye ninya wonye sumo ganfe wo dabi wafe wasumo gan no ni wafe one fake and sumo gan she maybe ni bi akome ni wona because wo ye show nye na etumo na kan no boni be kome nye ba ka ke o nye hia nye yo no ni nye na wameni wo yo man say wona nye unye kwale na kan no ake because nye unye ye hia ye wo ni bi akome ni wo man say bi ye wona nye na boni wo no ni bi akome hihie nye hu ake ni nye ye hia ye wo nye no hihi ona ke sometimes akoye ye no komi ona but just step out of it. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, yes, I know I throw where say nyenye dragon, nyenye fit your gun, meneke man say be fit your gun, meneke meni me yo shama me dragon. Yes. Shimon, I want you guys to understand it very well. Okay, just maybe, because nye mi ye wo, no ni wa yo say ni wana ake totomo ni nyenye na because nye mi. Ni na kaino ake ni nyunye ye mi ye wo because ni wa ye say nwe wo na ni wo nu nya shishi. Ona, but and the last one, I mean it. And I don't have to tell you guys this because nyelene. Anytime no about our phone, about our camera, about any recording device or document history. You guys know this because nyenuchu money. Anytime ni about our phone, about our camera, about any recording device or document history. And the bio yake history no ni o document or what's a kwe. Mini you know now about you. And you document anukwali. And you document a papa as against a phone. Allo okoyin afono. No support no nesa. No defend no nesa. No defend the amali. When it's all said and done, 50 years from now, Nimin Kenya Fe what boy. Ke what be te Facebook, I mean te YouTube. Alo no conclude we bana afe na amenkwe. Ani ame babiake ani watcheme. Ame history na ame documente. Ame ke defend anukwale. Alo ame ke fiteni. Ame ke project anukwale. Alo ame ke project amale. Ame ke project nikpapa. Alo ame kwa me yin fo no ne sa no. That is the question I would love for you guys to ask yourself. Mr. BNA, Beni otro question how many were your man say? Like I said, me throw no. I wish I get my number in my trouble. I don't know. Like I said, I know you would not do this, but Ekoloba shocking me. In number ye near bede in bell number. Bona. Ekole of thing. Because I mean you are a full grown man. You have your pride as a man. You have your ego. We all do have it. Bona near yo. But I wish you would just take my number and just scare more high. Ni my trouble. Bona. So cheme. Nyani nke wabi. Now, tumoboni mbani yue. Nke mi ema yu anukwali. Mismo wase ke ni ndote. Ang ma history. Ang ma wolone kanye. Kache ni tete. Ni ndote akane ake ni tete. E papa edumoshike anukwali. E papa defendi anukwali. Mismo ke ang ma wolo. Wase. Yeneke sanene. Ni nachiche. Thank you. Ayabache. Thank you. Mismo wase koka angmawolo ni nachiche kandie nachiche bakai. I remember those days when daddy would be in his studio screaming into the microphone. I could barely understand what daddy would be talking about, but I remember this. And now I realize all that screaming and the yelling that daddy was doing, daddy was actually fighting for something positive. I will want for chata. Tumoboni nyefe nye ko ake chata ba kon nande chata le kon nande no nim fio wase ne chata be ba chu ne ba cha no. Ona boni ni yo. I would wish ake ke angmawolue ni chata kande ni chata boy ne ke nuchumo ne chumo chata ba na ke anytime chata ba e ba kayake when daddy sits on his chair and I hear him screaming and yelling into the microphone like a crazy man. All this while, daddy was speaking the truth. Daddy was calling out lies. Daddy was calling out the hypocrisy of our people. I want that to be the guiding principle, Kenya Chata. What would you guys want to be the guiding principle for your children? Mr. Mingo. No saninka you. What would you guys want to be the guiding principle for your children? That their fathers stood for the truth? That their fathers protected what was right? That their fathers called out the hypocrisy of our leaders? Or that their fathers, irrespective of the fact that they were just doing a PR job? And once again, if you don't know why I do this, this is why I do this. And in Kengbena, she didn't just say, "Cheme, no fe no ni akamale kekutumpo kablatwa ekume shuoshi." It will shine and look nice, but for a moment. It will shine and look nice, but for a moment. And that is why we have to get this right, so we don't go back to this again, so that in our lifetime, when this is over, we will not experience this again. That is why I don't want us to experience this again. And that is why we need to document what is truth. It will all come crashing down. Because I said this the last time, and I don't know if you guys heard it. The wind of truth is such a powerful storm. When the wind of truth is blowing, it spares nothing on its way. Nothing ni ekanukwali ekpan. The wind of change, the wind of truth does not spare it. So either we drink our poison now, or at some point the storm of truth will blow and everything will come crashing down again and we'll have to start all over. So I ask you again, what would you rather happen? That we fix it now, or believe in the mirage and the pelency? Because if we continue to stay with the mirage and pelency, at some point, the storm of truth will blow. And it will crash everything. It will crash every single thing down. That pelensia, it will crash it down completely. And you and I will be back here again, screaming and yelling, who bewitched us? And that is why I am trying my uttermost best to document what is truth for our children. Because cheme, anukwale ahuwe ke twa no feno ni dia anukwale ni espele. So we have a choice. We can drink our poison and fix it now. Or at some point, the choice is ours. The choice is ours. So, Cheme, like I said, nyani wabotiani mene in sermon take baby. So nyani nkenya abotiami gidi videos ni yo twa ni matwamanye koni what trashe ni work black because I try 8 omo ye bi ani in sermon take. So min pabo fight keji oye Pennsylvania Miami, alo ye New York, or ye New Jersey, nye fenyele, or ye Delaware, or ye Maryland, or ye Virginia, wakenye fioni, wankpanye fai, 30th anniversary, Ganangme Pennsylvania Inc., July 19th, 2025, celebrate our 30th anniversary, Ganangme pe New York, Pennsylvania name, Obanake adre, biya the ticket say, actually no, $75. No me, una a flyer, no ake ticket say $100. Biana channel, it's going for $75. Ona boni ni yo. So min pabo fry bomode nyemeni yo nyeka wa chuani efe ni eka wa mfe Delaware B ba, Maryland B ba, DC B ba, Virginia DMV B efe ameba, New York B ba, New Jersey B ba, Ohio B ba, nyefe wa mfoni ne won chenye ko ona boni ni yo. Ni nyeba pia was koni was celebrate our 30th anniversary. Ona boni ni yo Danny abayo mo, of course ni abayo mo ne wo baba no baba wo wa nye wo ba pia nye se ye ni bi ni ba fe. So one phone ni won chemo fe mo nye ba ni ba pia once again nke ticket actually from $100 to $75. Ona boni ni yo. So bomode ni oba fita wo koni nakano Atlanta bi nakano nyefe mo nyeba fita we ona boni ni yo ni wakwa now bomode 19th July 2025 call need more information call na ni flyer no text mommy inke flyer ba send you koni wakwa ni like I said nke mancha yelie ke ayole bejiano to ke ofeku no ke ye manche eni wo bata ji eni wo bata ni ko chon gbe papa no ke ye manche eni wo bata ni jeme no wo bata ni wo ba bolo. We cannot. Ona boni yo, we cannot. And that is why this has always been my beef. Ke won to manche It's a new chunk papa no new to Mantse. We cannot allow people with political influence. Ni ameba ye wono. We cannot. The MPP to Mantse how. And once again, Chameganyeme, no need you or Nina Fenya no shishi. You see, adore me. Because you guys are smart enough to know the truth. Bona. That was Nite Kochulu in 2007. Nominate Kochulu we be a cash me no. E apele manche ye te Kochulu we. Chamenye buatwe. E apele manche ye te Kochulu we in 2007. Leon ege chekwe Joe Blanksing. Eye. I'm a kind modern Ghana article ne anye. Last and kind article ko hanye. I'm a kind ene umanye. Koni nyena. Nyekwa modern Ghana article ne. Nyani nkechwanye. Right. Nyekwa a traditional inducted lawyer and former official of the National Development Planning Commission Joe Blanksing MPP no pananie MPP no so le MPP ntole NPP ame no na me to Joe Blanksing kufonya anyo wani kwamo ninkebwa ka ale no chumo na development planning no no commission in chelo na no ne Dr. Joe Blanksing as the new Gamanche under the Destooled name King Tackie Adama Latse. The induction followed the performance of certain rites at the Gamanche's Palace in Accra on Monday, which made him the undisputed king of the Gun state. But a rival in the dispute over a successor to the late Gamanche has condemned the induction of Dr. Joe Blanksing as the new Gamanche by the council. The induction of Dr. Joe Blanksing went ahead despite a petition filed against him at the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs by a rival faction within Nite Kochulu royal family, to which he belongs. The faction has also nominated Kelvin Tackie as the rightful candidate to ascend the throne. Kelvin Tackie. Picture in Getchonbwe. 2007. Yete Kochuluwe. Nieye. Nye babola piami. Na vetile. Jemewe eye. So what is it about Mantse? And this man wanted to be Mantse so bad. I can te Kochuluwe. Na call e babola piami. I call jemewe. Ne force by force kabata throne no. When a man has an unrepentant desire to be king at all costs, you need to think twice. And clearly, Kelvin has demonstrated that he has an unrepentant desire to be king at all costs. At all costs. Tried in 2007, he lost. Again in 2010, he lost. If you are the rightful person to sit on the throne, why do you keep losing? Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm reading too much meaning into this. But he lost in 2007 to an uncle, no. He lost again in 2010 to another uncle. And he will not stop Like I said, maybe I'm just exaggerating. Maybe I'm reading too much meaning into this. The first uncle, Dr. Joe Blanksy, he died. But the second uncle, loser, and when I call this out, again, me, mommy fite gun. Really? My brothers, can me mommy fite gun? No, I mean, Kenya, look, sit down critically. Ni okwa issue so joba. Sit down critically. No kwa issue so joba. Sit down critically. No kwa issue so joba. Because I don't think I get caught Tasho Joba. No kwa miye, no ni you on you understand what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. What is it at all? This guy wanted to be managed. Look. Chemeganyeme. Ne nomination form. A nomination form, ne? 2010. A year after, Nia nominating Nia Adama Latse. A year after, Nia nominating Nia Adama Latse. I nominating Nia Adama Latse. Nomie ete 3 years back. Ni nomie la yete ko chuluwe. E jofwe ka babo la pia mi ekon. Nale. Now form ne sign. Form ne sign ne. Akeka select ile. Cheme. I mean, they were trained or be there. You see, my brothers, what for BBB one chosi ame. Now form ne sign akeka ka select ile FAQ. Ka select ile benani abanhale. Ake etuni ne ka wagan eba tune ka wagan. That's him. Mr. Abbey, Mr. Mingo, Mr. Mills, that's him. This guy signed an undertaking saying I can select ile eba wa mo fe mo na ba we eba wa mo na twagan. That's him. And he turned around. Ne fait coup. And you think I can mimomi fiteni? Nyeme. Let me ask you this. Can you trust Mokone if you are nekenoko? Nyeme teni kwanyemene. Kadi nyetia mokome na ya sign contract ko. Ninyete mokome sign wolo. Ni mo choe ne fe no conclue. Inyeme. Eba ngonyena. Niba kake o bo akole na kan. Would you ever be able to trust this person? He signed a contract. Mr. Mingo. Koke niabe. Niabe ke nine wolo shishi. Niabe fe neke. Would you ever trust him again? Kelvin, he stabbed the entire gun in the back. He didn't just stab Nia Adama Latse in the back. He stabbed him in Keboke wanna be fair in the back. Look, this is the sort of perspective. Can you touch it in? Look, put all the emotions aside. Because in because I want to see where you guys are coming from. Sometimes when we talk over each other, what share so main tree ona ni mi bonyeto because me ta ma feel no ni feel yo ewo ni feel akekole me the way in run or this old saga ni sumo. I want to understand you. And it's in as much as I heard you. I heard what you said. But it is difficult for me to understand you. I heard everything that you guys said. I didn't just listen, but I heard it. Two different things. But moving from just hearing what you said to understanding you, it's such a huge bridge Ninyama across. Because Mr. Mingo, Mimbi boy, get near be a sign ne can walk near be sign ne can wolo. Near be jaw say, Mr. Mingo, oba no trust the lekon. Would Niabe continue to be your friend? Same to Mr. Mills. Mr. Mills. Mr. Mingo Feboneke, would you be able to trust him? Would he continue to be your friend? Would you still consider him as your brother? Maybe I'm just a stupid boy. If you're too no so you maybe. Bona, maybe need to tell if you're too no. Bona, we call if you're too no. So late. In le no ni you because if you're too no wa dienche. If you're too mon le ni femo femo. So le no ni you maybe. She can get too no ni min fe. Ni je ni min fe ya ken le ni femo femo. She mo mi you anukwale ko ni bo ye bo tri mi ye bo won le aka mi you anukwale ko e then cheme mi panye fai just as ne ken dwen mi hie nyo miss money nyo onye dwen mi hie nyo mi panye fai because Kelvin ni Tackie abia Tackie by this wolu na sanye stab your fe stab not just me but even your unborn children. Because to mobile in your bako wasa baba no wasa ba gensie kon imagine mo ni wafe na kan ni wonja wonye kaja na kan time 2011 no ko ba ni what wonye. So it did not just stab near Adama Latse in the back. He stabbed the entire gun in the back. The entire gun. That's him. That's him signing the document. It was not for Mr. Mills, think about. I understand. Like I said, I heard you, Bona. Mr. Mills, I heard you. Passion, like I said, I felt your pain. I felt your passion, Mr. Mingle. I felt your pain. I felt your passion. Cool potato to momino, what Johnny be in Gigani, I bake a young man, like I know you if you are any, will be a benjamin, will be a young way. But this guy stabbed all of us in the back. And we are falling for a PR gimmick. Is this what we want to tell our children? Is this the sort of precedent we would leave behind for our children? Is this? Because I certainly do not want to leave this sort of precedent for my children. I don't. And how you guys can countenance such a thing is beyond me. It's beyond me. Like I said, nete ne yiye. Chame. Nete politics. Chame, nete ne yiye. Nete politics. He wants to be powerful at all cost. Powerful at all cost. Unbelievable. Cheme kanyeme.
Called on the electorate to ensure a country devoid of corruption by presidential candidate. Jacob Osei-Yeboah has outdoored his running mate with just 12 days to the general elections. Introducing Kelvin Nee Tackie, Joy 2012 called on the electorate to ensure a country devoid of corruption by voting him into power.
The 2012 general elections comes off in 12 days, with most political parties in their last leg of canvassing for votes. The independent presidential candidate, Jacob Osei-Yeboah, Joy 2012, has outdoored his running mate, Mr. Kelvin Nee Tackie. Mr. Tackie, who has been kept a secret till now, was introduced at the annual Menyamohun Festival of the people of New Ebu in the Central Region. Addressing the people of New Ebu, Joy said his government will be an all-inclusive one where opinions of traditional rulers and the clergy will not be politicized.
During Nikata if you political parties, Nisantino, say a bomode, near two abano ama quantum cry, a bama dream Nikata Sisano, a two mani musika bebre, a comma and croncra cacrebino, a subecha.
Speaking to the media for the first time, Kelvin Nee Tackie, a 41-year-old entrepreneur, said the future of the country hinges on a national development agenda that focuses on maximizing the entrepreneurial potential of the youth and a national policy on all sectors of the economy.
We want a national policy on education. We are looking for a national policy on agriculture, on road and infrastructure, on healthcare. These things are very essential because they will bring to fore the nitty-gritty that most of the time causes the kind of problems that we have with our governance. We want a governance that is all-inclusive, and that is why we have chosen this path.
He added that the non-partisan vision of Joy 2012 is aimed at harnessing the collective ideals and skills of all citizens across the political divide to tackling the social and economic challenges facing the country. Jacob Osei-Yeboah, as his contribution to the festival, organized a free eye screening exercise for the traditional rulers and people of New Ebu in the Abura Asebu Komankesi district of the Central Region.
The independent presidential candidate.
Okay, I go first?
There you go. This man has an unrepentant desire for power and is willing to do any and everything to achieve it. He lost in 2007. Came to Abula Piami. He lost there, went to run for politics. He lost and then organized a coup to oust the legitimately and stood Gamanje Video ben try anye. What's my try ko? Beni ayado eba chonwa the way ni ku etele ha. You guys remember, right? The way ni ku etele ha, right? You guys remember? Hello Jenakai. Henry ayado eba chonwa the way ni ku etele ha, right? Let me play you a video of what happened on that day. Let me play you a video. In channel no down. But I think a lot of you so yeah, I need to get on. I don't like it this way. Yeah, I mean 1 second. It's an machakele Boni your too small your screen no. Minta nale nyenale agbo. So yeah, I mean 1 second. Nyena Boni if your screen no. Ina no one if in again. So give me 1 second and let me work it out. Give me 1 second. 1 second, Nima work it out. Nima feel agbo. Ina le na kan ye be so if me na pe ni eba ni no neke. Let me see if I can fix it. You know what? Whilst I try, just listen. Let me play. Nyokwe.
Legitimacy. He has a 3-year vision to unite the Ghana state by 2020. But before we bring you that soundbite, let's take you back to Gamashi, where my colleague Maxwell Agbagba witnessed the ritual ceremony at the weekend.
We're currently here in Gamashi. What is happening today is the installation of the new Mantse, Tackie Adama II. Well, what we understand is that on Friday, there was a ceremony to induct him as the new Mantse. But what is happening today is that they are taking him to 5 different shrines here at the Gamashi in the Ghana state. We now coming from Sakuma way, but where we're heading to right now is called the Dantu Shrine, where some rituals would also be performed. Well, behind me, there are a lot of young men coming from behind. The chief himself is also coming. A lot of them have with them muskets, but police officers here will not allow them to fire the musketry. There's heavy police presence also here in the Ghana state as the installation and induction ceremony is being carried out. How would we hear the public relations officer?
If I me 1 second, me tama feel like Boni nyekwe. Me 1 second. Oh no. I have to look for the video again. Nima edit your phone now real quick.
Streets of Gamashi. We are heading towards the Dantu Shrine for now. And we started early in the morning, first from the Unomroko Adine Shrine, that is the Kolewe Shrine. Then we moved on to the Nayewe Shrine, where the Naye Ulomo Numo Akwa had to perform some of the induction ceremony by inducting him into his stool house. Then we moved on to Sakumo Ulomo Shrine, and also came for the induction into the Sakumo Ulomo Shrine. And there we were met by the Jaseche, Dr. Ni Tetekwe, who is the legitimate Jaseche for the Ghana state. That's a paramount to Jase.
I want you to tell me this. You know, the many issues, surrounding the chieftain's institution here in the Ghana state. Now, I want you to tell us, with the installation of this Ghana chief, there are many who are scared. There's heavy police presence here to ensure that there's no chaos, there's no violence here. Yes. Now, I want you to explain to me, first of all, there are many issues characterizing the chieftain institution here.
Yes. For now, I can say on authority that those chieftaincy issues are almost out, because the government that we have now, Dr. Tackie Adama that we have now, is not litigating anybody in court. If anybody has a case in court, it could be the Jaseche who is challenging the capacity of anybody who tries to come towards the stool. For now, King Tackie Adama, doctor, has no litigation with anybody. And we want to set the record straight. It is the turn of that house. And the legitimate person, as given by the authority or mandated from the Regional House of Chief Judgment in 2014, was that 2014 and 2015 was that they should give the mandate to Nita Takwe, the Jaseche, to execute his powers as a Jaseche to give us a legitimate Gamanche. So we are proud today. I'm a royal blood of Abola Patashi. And I'm proud to say that this is what you can see, the high attendance, the security protection. The major thing is that the 7 quarters of the Ghana state are all contributing to this thing. You can see everybody's happy. There's joy. There's massive celebration.
Yeah, but we know there's still litigation around the chieftain's institution here. Ni Adama Latse, we understand is currently is in court at this moment. So why are you going ahead to install a new government?
First of all, I want to put it on record that Ni Adama Latse is not in court with anybody. He is in court because there is a contempt action against him. The contempt action is that he broke into the stoolroom. Ni Adama Latse broke into the stoolroom some time ago, which I am a proud witness to, and then he made himself a chief. As we speak now, the one who made Ni Adama Latse the chief, Ni Atotoga, has been disqualified in the process of the various houses to ascertain.
Disqualified by who?
By the Regional House of Chiefs, the Ghana Traditional Council, and the National House as well. So I speak on authority that there's currently no litigation against our new Gamanche. So he has no fight with anybody. You can see the celebration. You can see
agencies to intervene in what they describe as illegitimate or illegal installation of the government.
Yes,
I don't know if you saw that statement.
Yes, I'm privy to all these statements. Okay. There is a group of people who kept parading themselves in the capacity they did not stand.
So who are you talking about here?
We saw a statement coming from the Latse camp, meaning that Latse was trying to put in a kind of publication that would stop this particular exercise. The president of the Ghana Traditional Council, in the name of Nidodun Saki, is currently in this car. He's currently in this car, witnessing the ceremony. He's the one there.
Who is that?
This is the president of the Ghana Traditional Council.
Okay.
He's the one there. He's the acting president. So you can talk to him, let him tell you why he's witnessing this. Because if it's not in the right perspective, he wouldn't be here to join us. So we are on the right track. We believe the people of Accra are for once going to see a legitimate government who would see to the mad development of Accra. We've gone too far back to witness such challenges in Accra. And as I tell you now, we have well-educated people, we have sound people in society who are giving us the unnecessary support, the backing, the AMA, the regional ministry, all the necessary requisite agencies. You see, we are not saying anything wrong. If the people of Accra are chanting war songs, dancing, celebrating to this particular issue, then you must know where Accra is driving to. So I, for one, with my skills and my profession, I've volunteered myself as a royal blood of Abu Lakwatashi, making sure that we get the legitimate government to champion our cause.
Now, we do not know much about the new chief, Tackie Adama Latse II. As a public relations officer, what do you to tell us more about who he is?
He's an MBA holder. He's currently an MBA, a degree holder with his master's. He's been into advertising before. He's been into various levels of journalism. Proud to this particular. He's currently running his own company. He's running his own company. He has his own company that he's working with. And for now, we would gather all our bits and pieces. We'll present it to the media and the whole public to get the facts as it stands.
Very nice. Everything is cool.
Chemekanyeme. Henry Ayado yue gay mali. Shunana Ayado you ofen akaile. Ametia me kume biamini Henry Ayado mfeni bi na amebegeme. Ametia me bi amebegeme. Shimene ama me call phone na me record on na me call again Ayado mali. Chemekanyeme. Inye mfe video agbo. Aka emi aga nyeti ame kume poe She just in case. Kaji ale no ni bo onyo fe la agbo e. Nya ni ma twe ko wamenti ye bi amini won try
to undermine his legitimacy. He has a 3-year vision to unite the Ghana state by 2020. But before we bring you that soundbite, let's take you back to Gamashi, where my colleague Maxwell Agbagba witnessed the ritual ceremony at the weekend.
We're currently here in Gamashi. What is happening today is the installation of the new Mantse, Tackie Adama II. Well, what we understand is that on Friday there was a ceremony to induct him as the new Mantse. But what is happening today is that they are taking him to 5.
You see why ni like I said, Jesse and Ake wumi inko Jesse and Imbu. You see, ke otauno na nukwali obana. If you are not selfish, ni ke ote chumi wo ukosune na dwemmo. Ni ke omumu ke bonoku e obu otoe ona. You may not like what I'm doing, but at least you would understand. Tackie Adama Latse toe anye cheme kenyeme nye fe ni nye buen komo ni Adama Latse toe intwa fe anye Mantse na to lo jogba anye na moni ato lo jogba anwe nye kwa ni nye boa no na yu otwe botwe.
Or perturbed by comments seeking to undermine his legitimacy. He has a 3-year vision to unite the Ghana state by 2020. But before we bring you that soundbite, let's take you back to Gamashi, where my colleague Maxwell Agbagba witnessed the ritual ceremony at the weekend.
We're currently here in Gamashi. What is happening today is the installation of the new Mantse, Tackie Adama II. Well, what we understand is that on Friday there was a ceremony to induct him as the new Mantse. But what is happening today is that they are taking him to 5 different shrines here at Gamashi in the Ghana state. We now coming from Sakuma way, but where we're heading to right now is called the Dantu Shrine, where some rituals would also be performed. Well, behind me, there are a lot of young men coming from behind. The chief himself is also coming. A lot of them have with them muskets, but police officers here will not allow them to fire the musketry. There's heavy police presence also here in the Ghana state as the installation.
There is heavy police presence here. Tackie Adama Latse no ntwe anye Nyana police nyokome. Eme Tackie Adama Latse le we to ebe sane ye. Nyana police nyokome. Nye kanya gan history fe nye kami money ato Mantse money ato yagan and a heavy police presence nye kami. That should tell you okay something is wrong. Ato Mantse and a heavy police presence. No ni enu adi do ba yue ne ke egbe soja fu egbe police fu egba na ka ake mali chame ganye me benyana. This is the Joy News reporter confirming no ni enu adi do yue ake egbe soja fu egbe police fu ke paje me fin. Inke komo anukwali eyejeme ke ofo ya ko ba tawo anukwali no fo yake aka da feature law o ka no kwali e ba chon man bi e oba na inuni Mr. Mingle ke ekole bo no kwali e Jamie ni kwali ni Mr. Mingle no as a media personnel o ko te film school in le no ni poteni o ka say film school and I'm not saying this derogatorily so far ni kando minfu me raining can raise Sunday bona we got a film school. Like I said, I don't know it can get any potendo kasi it is wrong sanima kake unless some of the courses ona ni okase. Maybe it is just about editing and bona nakaini be. I don't know. I can show okase script writing as part of your maybe you did. I don't know. She owner ke in call boake. When you are a media person, a chon where your school ake. Ke team A ke numodne. Ni team B ke numene. But media person, it is your responsibility to look outside the freaking window. Bona. My name is Kayu F word there show na can small check or simbi and butui. It is your responsibility to look outside the freaking window and report to the people. Noniji and there cannot be my truth and your truth. There can only be one truth. And as a media person, it is your responsibility to put your head outside the window. No kwake. Team A ke numone. Team B ke numene. Teno ni jia nukwale. Ni nuni jia nukwale bo media person bo ba reporter amambi. She onyo kake o team A nukwale ne ni team B nukwale ne. Mr. Mingo, there is nothing like that. Nuchumo achule nakai. There is nothing like me nukwale ke bo nukwale. No one mofemo you like a truth is one. The truth is not multifaceted. The truth is not multifaceted. Truth is one. So the idea ke me nukwale is different from onukwale. It is wrong, Mr. Mingo. And as a media person, keji oye nakan perspective. I mean, tabo fight GMO yo nakan yo icho me. Bona, kemoko meke numone. Nimoko meke numone. It is your responsibility to look outside the window. Niko batashi no wo camera mo yo bakake chemega nyeme. Monika numone. Male. Hello, Monica numone. You are nukwale. You cannot say okay. There are no alternatives to truth. Truth has no alternative. And a heavy police presence. No for yako audience oba esa no me inform ye. Oba na niko for yake really oba chon audience no kwale. You will show it to them. Tackie Adama Latse video, not a single policeman over the couple of days say now fear police in your one quarter quarter. But this was done under a heavy police presence. And we are here to care what many here video join news reporter a cable.
An induction ceremony is being carried out. I have with me here the public relations officer to the newly installed Mantse. Mr. Harriado, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you very much.
Tell me, what is happening here today?
Currently, we're going through the various streets of Gamashi. We are heading towards the Dantu Shrine for now. And we started early in the morning, first from the Unomroko Adine Shrine, that is the Kolewe Shrine. Then we moved on to the Nayewe Shrine, where the Naye Ulomo Numo Akwa had to perform some of the induction ceremony by inducting him into his stool house. Then we moved on to Sakumo Ulomo Shrine, and also came for the induction into the Sakumo Ulomo Shrine. And there we were met by the Jaseche, Dr. Ni Tetekwe, who is the legitimate Jaseche for the Gan State. That's a paramount to Jase.
I want you to tell me this. We know the many issues surrounding the chieftain's institution here in the Gan State. Now, I want you to tell us, with the installation of this Gan chief, I mean, there are many who are scared. I mean, there's heavy police presence here to ensure that there's no chaos, there's no violence here. Now, I want you to explain to me, first of all, the many issues characterizing the,
Benyana ni yankose ni lebolo le report as be lebolo aye bi da ni yankose na le.
Almost out because the
Ni
government
yankose ne le nye ebaji amete na ni yankose.
is not litigating anybody in court. If anybody has a case in court, it could be the Jaseche who is challenging the capacity of anybody who tries to come towards the stool. For now, King Tackie Adama doctor has no litigation with anybody. And we want to set the record straight. It is the turn of that house. And the legitimate person, as given by the authority or mandated from the Regional House of Chief Judgment in 2014, was that 2014 and 2015 was that they should give the mandate to Nita Takwe, the Jaseche, to execute his powers as a Jaseche to give us a legitimate Gamanche. So we are proud today. I'm a royal blood of Abola Patashi, and I'm proud to.
Once again, nye Adama Latse to e. Nye to ai nye nakano nye to ai ne hi. Cheme ganyeme ni nye lenche nye jeji ai. Manche moni achokusumi. Ke gbe papa no ni aketole. Ke manche moni achokusumi. Ke gbe papa no ni aketole. One was done right, and one was not done right. Look at it yourselves.
Say that this is what you can see: the high attendance, the security protection. The major thing is that the 7 quarters of the Ghana state are all contributing.
This all took place within just a couple of hours.
By comments seeking to undermine
around the chieftain's institution here, Tackie Adama Latse, we understand is currently is in court at this moment. So why are you going
at Tackie Adama Latse kusumi efe over a couple of days? And if like an hour or two, I may feel operation I may giddy like an hour or two. The operation I feel giddy agbena. Naga to manje. Chemeganyeme. Naga to manje. Atonia nga manche mo na atole papa. It went on over a couple of days in get trouble. Day 1, day 2, day 3. And then within 2 hours, say after operation, Tashi Jame giddy agbena. Naga to manje. Chameganyeme. Nakai atoa manje. Ni Adama Latse 10, 11, 12.
to install a new government?
First of all, I want to put it on record that Ni Adama.
No me aye for 2 years ye nian sinshia na plan ku e. Nian sinshia. Aye for 2 years ye me na plan ku e. Ku e na ba fe no nye na ku e.
Latse is not in court with anybody. He is in court because there is a contempt action against him. The contempt action is that he broke into the stoolroom. Ni Adama Latse broke into the stoolroom some time ago, which I am a proud witness to, and then he made himself a chief. As we speak now, the one who made Ni Adama Latse the chief, Ni Atotoga, has been disqualified in the process of the various houses to ascertain.
Disqualified by who?
By the Regional House of Chiefs, the Ghana Traditional Council, and the National House as well. So I speak on authority that there's currently no litigation against our new Gamanche. So he has no fight with anybody. You can see the celebration. You can see the chanting of war songs. It really shows how welcome he's been made.
There was a statement that was released from the Mantse Palace, I think about 4 days ago, saying that they want security agencies to intervene in what they describe as illegitimate or illegal installation of the Mantse.
Yes,
I don't know if you saw that statement.
Yes, I'm privy to all the statements. Okay. There is a group of people who kept parading themselves in the capacity they did not stand.
So who are you talking about here?
We saw a statement coming from the Latse camp meaning that Latse was trying to put in a kind of publication that would stop this particular exercise. The president of the Ghana Traditional Council, in the name of Nidodun Saki, is currently in this car. He's currently
The president of the Ghana Traditional Council, in the name of Nidodun Saki, is presently in the car, or something to that effect. The president of the Ghana Traditional Council, in the person of Nidodun Saki, is currently in the car, or presently in the car, something to that effect. A couple of days later, Matwa Nidodun Saki, Ehabu, Kemba Tabiye, Bepie ni intri bafi ni near, and I admit I should be able to keep my emotions in check with the nature of my job. But man, no ne wanike onwake in use unsavory words on Nidodun Saki. Mahabo, another reason ewo. You heard those words from me against that man is pure evil. Nidodun Saki. Pure evil. He is in the car witnessing. You heard Enriayado say that, right? Let's continue with the video.
Witnessing the ceremony. He's the one there. Who is that? He's the president of the Ghana Traditional Council. Okay. He's the one there. He's the acting president. So you can talk to him, let him tell you why he's witnessing this. Because if it's not in the right perspective, he wouldn't be here to join us. So we are on the right track. We believe the people of Accra are for once going to see a legitimate government who would see to the mad development of Accra. We've gone too far back to witness such challenges in Accra. And as I tell you now, we have well-educated people, we have sound people in society who are giving us the unnecessary support, the backing, the AMA, the regional ministry, all the necessary requisite agencies. All the necessary requisite agencies. You see, we are not saying anything wrong. If the people of Accra are chanting war songs, dancing, celebrating to this particular issue, then you must know where Accra is driving to. So, for one, with my skills and my profession, I've volunteered myself as a royal blood of Abu Labatashi, making sure that we'll get the legitimate government to champion our cause.
Now, we do not know much about the new chief, Tackie Adama.
So, Charakanyame, there you have it. Okay, this was done within 2 hours. Agbena. You heard Enriayado say that on the phone. No Agbena. The police fake soldier for akpagafe. No ne. Reporter I confirm. Reporter I confirm. Okwani Adama Latse to Nekeji no na. Okwani Adama Latse to Chemekenyeme noni nyenane. Gamashi efe poli aka ato manche. They caught everybody by so many men no nale me kumena no na t-shirt ya wa me no because blind here anybody amele na ba for operation e komene Enriayado organize amena kai ke ichi ailo e kome. Ni yue ne ka mete numu akwa mi sanje I don't know I can no ne yue mi no mi anu kwale numu akwa mi san sha me adantu ka me gbina ma asakuma amba ya bie you no ne yue I don't know I can no ne yue bi anu kwale she kole ke no ne yue bi agi anu kwale se mi e be wona numu akwa mi san no e ba support no ge no go ne ne wo ken tabie ni nke bo ake eni wo hye numu akwa mi san ye miye ito ani mi nkwa numu akwa mi san ye numu akwa mi san na san wolo ake manche monipe manche mi ne ba mo dini ya to gan le ake wa ke te na ife kusumi I don't know how true it is she nke ke gi anu kwale po se miye e amomi Ninkebo wake. Nindo du saki. Ke o pani. O grandpa ni. O uncle ni. O wekunyoko ni. No sumo sane ni dane ke batabi en yuso yemo jinkome ne gba ona. Ake mi yusu na kan yemo. Kon nuko mi shishi. Matwa video mabu. And we are here to get your car, me witnessing on a few. He was in the car witnessing. You can talk to him. Make a reporter. You can go ask him why he's witnessing this. He's in the car. Producer, Dodun Saki, the president of the acting president of the Traditional Council. Go there. Na Dodun Saki a couple of days. Na fe ku atan. Na le.
Sure, look at media, my baby, Monday, no money. We know what we for. Flavor that, but on I want more. We can take me more the whole no more on the 15th of this month. Away Kamashi more. That on here. Fail on the war. The government of the body. They are feeling more over here. So, Nimia Chelmani, so big pride. You're walking a thing of India. You tell me, Fenamash, Ali, and Naka, more than white. The two children. Simbo, maybe being more market a woman. We can't touch Nakas a woman. You are here. God touch Nakas a woman.
Menejik biete wanake ato manche. Shigan Traditional Council ewo manche. Nefe wafe wahiye ya. Ejame. He was in the car. Look at him sitting there. Nale, a couple of days later, this man was in the car. Henry Yadoke, Nale, Yakami, Nidodun Saki, acting president. A couple of days later, there he is. The whistle be a camino where your car near the whistle. Neke no neba afia elefe ya icho minwewo. So what was he doing there? Get Traditional Council. Okay, woman, me. What was he doing there? A couple of days later, there he is, pretending ake no ni te no elehe kokula nge mene e dragon femo. This man. He was there. He was present. He witnessed it. Henry Ayado Leake Nidodu Saki ya mese. That is why he was bold enough to say, okay, he's in the car. Go talk to him. Kelly ake babe say, eke reporter ya nekela basali. But he knew ake. He was part of the gang. Nyana bene nabu telo. In Kebuake, the only person who has been able to keep Ga. Ni wanyemi, Boni wanyemi ne peji ni ngbese yi. Le pe Lepe Ningbese. The only person. And in this same video called Pekodan, Boni Bese Tui. Bole Yemone Yueke Wale. No Kwanoni Nindo do Saki because Male he knew he was lying. Boni Bese Tui.
Nyeme Mantse me fenye bakosi nyeke o manye living o chitamo ye biye living yano yega ni sanu wajaji npa shake awo atra biye no ba fite gan awo atabe no ba sada ekuku foji lele ogba atwa mi ke ubemi aka to Mantse koklo cheme mini wo fi one game mini wo fi one esheko ni game ni sanu gogo wo hino ni wo saga afi edwa kamo afi enumone aboda biye ama omoko niji king ni Adama Latse niji enyo niji Mantse abachu eni mi afoso mi moshi ake ganfa dontin obachu eni silele iyen odo ye biye ni cho ake agazette le ake leji Mantse si wọ́n gbá wàánu akawo Mantse nime name mini wọta wọ yẹ ga nùdádùn ọba aṣọ wọ yẹn àṣẹ ní màtáṣẹ akẹgàn àdọ̀ntì kẹgà Mantse bẹ mi kọ ọsẹ sini Mantse yẹ nkọ ẹsẹ sigbẹnẹ mi kẹgà mẹfẹ akẹnọ náà fi yẹ gàtúrọṣẹ kanṣẹ wọlé yẹn nìkú wọ ní bẹ mi hun no so far as ni wọ ní bẹ mi yẹ kẹkẹrẹ mi jẹ àdọ̀ntì yẹ àwọ Mantse ni mi bẹ mi yẹ kó ka wo Mantse mi adonti ntam yefo ka bo da bi tu amnutu mo fa mi ta mi ma wo gan fe no ma wo mo fi moto no aka to Mantse no ni na fe ne mi ta ma ke me tete ketete ake dani be mi e ba to ko Mantse ko ye ko.
The only person who has been just throughout this entire endeavor is Ningbese. He is extremely flawed. But the only person protecting the soul of Gamashi is this man you're seeing on your screen. From the very get-go, they kept me dumobie. Le pe echake kwe nani. Majanchemeni yo masheve le pe echake kwe nani. Alo leji manche kusum fe lo wulu. Ye Mantse to mi. Meni me fi okusumi ke bale ma me fe ame chake ame nani. Ningbese pe. Ningbese pe. Ningbese pe. Hey. Ningbese pe. Adama Latse has not been destooled. He was legitimately installed as the Mantse. Akpakole. There you have it. Papa Ro.
Eche
Vanama Nui.
Onwe.
Mean way agbene.
That's one. Mindabushi wadenche. Enye me fe panele fe wo pano fe minga nye fe.
O fe wa ile.
Ko ba shi. Ona me fi o fambi la ama join wo later. No ngona kashi okwe Jamestown TV.
Yeah.
Ngona wa dencha ke okwe. Ni bu la ke okwe no pay attention. You know the reason why ni pay attention to it. Ni ke okwe chie na mata. Ni aka mba afi. Nle akesha they will come.
Right.
Ni anle wa aka they will come because of video ni afi. I mean na aka jemo ni mba je komogo. Ni e do ni mba mi yiri. Ni bisaji. Ihe na edo.
Right.
Ni mba mi bisaji. Ni mi tono ke na ka maintain ya tade meta fate maje enye mi nu abe. Le no ite no fe ekuru sa abe la ke mi ba fire lo mo.
Yeah.
Ila ke to mi ba fire ale. Ni mi aye me ko ni ke ba fire boy. Je no to ke enyology boy.
Nabi.
And I will never stop doing it. Inye mi mingle. The way you ba. She in like enye ba social media ke ekemi ye jemo.
Right.
Because in like ke jemi lenche je ya ke inye mi ni. She na ka mo ko ni fita me here. Ni le ni aye no le chengbe ake papa ro ni fiti oga. Na ka mo mi to pa na no agachi. Ya mi be fi o kele. Ya mi be fi o le nkele na ta tepo.
Over ne le una twi hale. Ko nyo na twi ha wonye me bibie nyo. Bo over ne le una twi yo hale.
Ni tete. I am komeni na ka gbe me ka je social media na gbe ko who knows you na mo labi ka cho gbe no mo lebo who knows you.
Right.
She one more she na kam ko ni fita ye ni agbe no na chengbe which means don't go she no ni no mo ko baba it's a planting na me planning.
Right.
It's a planting na me planning.
Right.
There na be je depo a chengbe ni ba chengbe straight.
Yeah.
Nye segbe ye nye ba chap aka papa wo ogbo fe de nye ke meni ya brochi e nye segbe aka ni tete daga nye ke meni ya brochi e meni ya brochi meni ba social media ma yo gamazani
Yeah.
ori mi se chi wakete no
Yeah.
ori mi se
Yeah.
numo kaja beni wo boy anu kwale yue mo je court nurse ani wo boy
Dabi
gamanches ani na yue mo.
Yeah, when you eat akufo ado yi no ton. Ole ngmene mano chano ngmene ni mi bo abetu ame wie no ko tomorrow ye group any party check get na be when you eche MPP time ton when you won wage no ni ya no. Over ya no nye.
Ni tete beni wo boy anu kwale yue mo ni akanu kwale atu ni no me wo pote be po wole ageshi akesane po ba ya court e ko. But wo fe ni aga anu kwale anmeshi.
Nakai.
Ni wo je wo chano. J court me wo.
Dabi.
Mukoba agashi no ba won yue ko. We started talking about this way back.
Eche long ago, yep.
Odusi. Amete me ku e pa do ni ame hi egbele ni tu na tu o mi e. Amete me ku e pa do ni ame la ke ene ba ne no madomo no. Koni akesu no sane. That is up to them. We don't even care. We don't even what care na ka ni e. Moko nye stop in papa ro.
Yeah.
Ino kalo ye mo. Odusi.
Yeah.
Ake tafate onyo batas no yu ake anukwali soro nukwali soro nukwali. O to ke wa si ke mo manipulate wa na anukwali na ka me to abeke wo.
Yep.
Onusi.
Yep.
Ame na bataje be fe nyami ke de be ni obo video ni live ba. Ni tete ni aboy ne ke gamanche sane ne sanene bane. Everything ni over audio videos, audio evidence. Okani okechome.
Yeah.
I'm a Mantse na meka me yes. I'm a yes. Me no I'm a Mantse. A woman me video lang man. I'm feel proud. Okay, o Mantse no yes. Le la ke le yo. Na feel kuso le. Somebody need to take about more pan. No bonke o Mantse no bang me pan no wo
Yeah.
So I get boy audio any of eh. Go Jemene no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just share. I made the video go pop. Ni track I want to tell go to. So you know, to go when I got for can be fair. That's the video.
Yeah.
What do we see? Well, I mean, you must say, I make I'm onupa ni nye o tete ko tete ni stand up fake so yes nya o video ni ko wo ka me ba no feel proud that she le na no wo here ne.
That's right.
Ka bata bia ne o ka bata social media. We one side because we akebo money ba akebo no nwe na no ba you here rama no yi she offer investigation no bana I be tell you I feel like she be ka wata be you okeke but no ta ni bi ni cheme ko wo bo anya akebo because they don't follow you to tell you what do you see
Inyemi ofane ama bibo sanene no okay bi nsumo ni ma ton ofane no mu ni Adama Latse video ne efe ni eke mo fe mo anatwie ofane ona ke wonyemi ni abe posti
dabi
ona ke wonyemi mingo lenwe posti
dabi no ni inwo eba because automatically one ni na ayo nyomo ni ayo nyomo odumishi ya video no ba fi ni that o right ni ofio ye ni onukwale ya o right do ofio de video pe kori america me so aba make me video aba challenge mo video ofio ni kori kama ko nta se ni e ko bi e ke be fe na ti o dabi e ko no ni ni tete e na kwale na ja kwale ni ahun ofio me interview mi no me fe na ka am se bi interview inyemi come meneme nke ka am so ameta abete mo kokonye mi aba social media I'm attending America ko ba no ba da mi de o ba je da mi ni jemo o ba je mi papa ro da ko di ka bo o ka ba le papa ro ba ya ga shi deke mi mo o de bi shi
yeah
o da ni because I didn't idea no come on pele mo abe pele oyi abe pele yeah be o je videos bi ni manchere na me nya me se ni amanyu am se na ma ba ni na ka manchere no o je videos bi ni ame wo tela cheche ani kaji la kashi ame smoni anukwara mo se mi na me to manchere na ba ka anu mo awola che wala kashi odo so me te ba te
yeah
chi kapata bia na ona ni ama na ga do social media numo ye iko da ka chi nye ya so mo yi ke me na fo mi ya ko so mo da nye wonja e wo ino choro ni yo fe me le tem ika kita omo ni ame mi ka e ba ka kita ka me ke anukware da me yo be wo je fa ye mi ka me fa me te sani yes ake anukware wo mi ni abowo what ye aye mi ka me fa me te sani nye na nye man to nye me say ni ame la chache those days o yo ko fa program mi na me go fa program
yeah
mi no ame na me go fa mi na me feel bold to what me go o no obi o man jama sani here why they can't do that because o like no na de ko o awe na ga je mepe o na ka no ko do
that's right
you hear me ani nye me ko ba no wa so be ko
naga aya bache
yes
yeah
shida feel no madam fe mo shi ni e ba shi e bi ani e botue alo le hu e ba ne wa una track and machine. Film we were doing me my pen the money. And it menem when we pichon. She kume ni ma yue ni what ya wo here. Minta ni wonye mefe anu shaka shi Ghana for ke sen ni apelio je mukumisa ni apelio je gbeku je muku efo ewo je muku nile ewo shan kwale ke kusun papa no nwani wo fo o many bana nka ka shi amba tumia nko na me project muku da fla che o project ne ka obola mi onulo o project ne ofio ekoye chokogbe ni tafla che ke oto ni ami ba cho jeme ka o jeme onulo ka ke jomo ko bejen je muku he won ofio amenu shi na kan aka je muku he won ofio shi ga he won e ko ba no project muku mo no project to tafla cha ke mo gbe lo ni e wa ni ese ya ke che o ni ese da nta be jemu je nu kwale ewo ba je gasumo ewo ba shi boko to kumi kono le ba na ewo no ewo no ofio no ofio wa menu shi aka je muku he won ofio tafla che nta te da gbe yo aka o nyemi eje ame isu mo amesane I have a lot of respect for them the flat check ka wo bola mi wo bebula ko bekola ni ta she bebula ko ke an meneme aka suman kwale nko suman kwale ka ba mase ka che no nyemi jo nyemi jimi ise na chi ma bi aka shi ni abe nyemi ni dan kwale ni abe e ba fe nyemi shi money pataga here ne kan kwale tumi je nyemi oni abe je nyemi je wo nyemi there's not one iota of respect no yo ke money oje meke money kita si efe agbene nyeme ma amenu chumo fi oku acho ko critical thinking acho ko critical thinking how do you come about critical thinking? There are 5 W's. Me am my homework. Come get learning. I mean, oh God, no ya. Can quality a gun me. I have 5 W's. Ni can look sana ko. Na we ba bio no can na quality. 5 W's I get me what? When? Why? Who? And what? When? Where? Why? And who? I'm a big sajine. I'm quacking mana minis to a mana ye. Could I mean a can quality? Kabi no me care, no me ta wo she built the sajine, but no names and I wo. Could let a can qualita wo obana ejeme. On a war, and if you meet my Kenya me, I've been anywhere, came up bina, nitete, onye me when I tell one aka mesuman kwali ona ni ayana ba na you agashi say etishi ni me kuma kola ake shemoni si ama bi me ni se na menye ake be kunehu be kunehu na me pele ne ke se ne no here me pele me tuna ka nutumo mini ji abenagbe mayele kon ama bi ake be kunehu ne ke gbemene na me tuo me ni tubo na ma tun na me ke pataga here na me pele se here na me pele ne ke ni ne here mini ji amenagbe ke amena eto ameka ate ameka mushikoi amba yu amena wimu ntete magbuna ebia
Oradon ayabache okanleje
Ide ke Me ba mo fe mo do manye nyemi na woni ye mobo yi woni ye mobo ni no ni nyemi e ba wi bia no critical thinking ona ke oye na kan dwamo na e wa abopi e ha ona ni bia ni e ha no jonke ya so ni ha no bio isanjini no potio ni bia ni no na ake au abo wa blo au abo wa blo nye kwa no ni wokwane na fele gidigidi ni woche enriado tumaweja seche mpa mi bodo manye chimwe mi no mayiwe ko wake mpa obo wa blo mpa obo wa blo obo gan blo mpa obo wa blo we no fear
or perturbed by comments seeking to undermine his legitimacy. He has a 3-year vision to unite the Gama state by 2020. But before we bring you that soundbite, let's take you back to the Gama state where my colleague Mantse. But before we bring you that soundbite at the weekend.
We're currently here
really,
in
really
Gama.
bad
What is happening
installation
today is the installation of the new Gama need Tackie Adama Latse. Well, what we understand him as the new Gama. What is happening?
You na ke oton gan no agbo no ake to beni ni Adama Latse yo ke ebi ejibo ni onya osue
Shrine where some rituals would also be performed. Well, behind me, there are a lot of young men coming from behind. The chief himself is also coming. A lot of them have with them muskets. But police officers here will not allow them to fire the multitude.
That is my first question.
Police presence also here in the gas states as the installation and induction ceremony is being carried out. How would you hear the public relations officer to the newly installed Gama? Mr. Harriado, you welcome to Sky News. Thank you. Tell me, what is happening?
Or perturbed by comments seeking to undermine his legitimacy.
The choice eh the thing ni abo mi wache Boni ni Adama Latse le banye etu kusum ne bia ne yake anite ko chule banye chuno ka kusum ne bia ne na kan question e banye chu but inter ni ma binye ko ani ofoso adimai donc fait à dontinye amekele kan kita amerikita kamo no ni ta se bia ne yake mini kwa kwanti aso mo aso mini kwa kwanti aso mo no nya so shanye e yake no ni ya no go bi ke wona di ba di wasane ye e yake da na jagame ake ogame bulu jiame na ko ha me no ko fi no aba wo manche bi aba fi me ke nye nkwe ni ya nko se me ke ni bi meneme kujumi baya go jenda meneme na me wo manche me hangi mini wo musu no mini homo kra yowo mini homo yowo wo te me ke nye me mini homo yowo ma ba ni gan kometo wo han ni gan jori da ne aketakasi mfe ni di no ne sa na fi arafi mini wo fi oni ni wo ye manche omo o ni gbese ke ni ato manche a gazette le awele 2011 a gazette le 2015 gazette no ne e ga choma me a blobolo wo che ni dodo saka blobolo ni taje ile ike ni mo tempe o me fie na ni mo pe ni ba nye kojole ike be e se e ba hwe go be e ba ni wo yuo nye nu be e ba
ahabo no ani gieba kamia nwa pa ba dio ise shame bia na ise ni mo fe mo ne ni ne ye ni ne eko ni eba gbe kwanu kwale wo tell na enreado echo ni eba wi anu kwale mo fe mo ne ba ko ne ba ni anu kwale se ekere ba yi no ni nyemi e kenye beni Joe Blanks mata me agbo rough na kenye ba se repeat e ko ya ke se egbi omo first class esu mo muji ona mwonche me na me ka meta echoku ana woji ana na me mali no ne kemi ba madan no ko yoje ero ke me ke muchu ke bana sma je muchu be bo mali mi mo onyo wi anu kwali ba mo tu no kusu go je no ba kere fa mali ni e ja ke bo won de san woji yo ke muji e pitane no wi anu kwali nyenye ko na fio ko no na fio ko no na fio ne gbo mo ko pa je me nyenye ake je egbenani je egbenani ni nye gbeke bi hin bi nyenye sama ke nyenye no ko le monita je nye wole le e protect ma kenye play e protect ne bia je yake ka twa e ba ni nani be ba ni nani ke je ma wo je te se wonye monita je e ahe ni bi no ni ne fia careful ne fia very careful e jake one red gasande ni ke ke mini jogan ni sumogan ko no ne fe kwe ifin ineda moni sumo ma edwa ma isa ma moni sumo ma edwa man da wache ni Adama Latse kasi ATS eche police eche client o feel like me be na baba client me ye ka kemi ni hia wa ni mla ayisaji ni mla ayisaji an ni na ke 3 times in a row ayebo eja kemi ni o sane be mi agboku bo manche na nche mi o so e ko manche omo no ke Joe Blanks no ene me fe nye na ya batashi na wi awa mblofo ene ngonye na we ya ko fe mo ko yi nke enye mene ko we fe ngoti oduba ti je blofo ga ye blofo meji wo ga meji wo wonno ye gahi twisane keni bi non e dogo ake manche ye omo na tue kusum 3 days na ke tue kusum nye na video 3 days 6 hours of video ni mo ko no le iba jo ni te hie no ni yesumo no ja wo manche me na watch ni Adama Latse na police fo ye je ni na soldier fo she me na block soldier fo ga police e fe ake mini afeku ene ngonye na itaje ne yire sika ne ye sika abila ke me na efe ne na be ga gota am yesha ne na gbe ga school atale black enye musu e shanye ne na ke me ga one lack knowledge beke bi ye ni ameji se kwa lo ne na aka be benoko ne fo nye ha me edonye yes afie be eche beke bi ke ho mo ke ni bi ke ha me book bag ke ni no ni ba hin beke bi no je beke bi am ba ni am ya no omo ke book bag the school 20 ni ana ti se je cholo papa na ba tun ni omo ye me nye ga no mo ya me na rutu mo bu mo ba ke ni na ye do am millions of dollars ni no go nyina ya what ya see ga me wo fi oni to wo lu ne wo fi o nye na no kwale fe nye na ni ya nye ke ni din ja ke sika bibi na no ohun bulenche o gbena asgani ohun because o yebo onyo fi o musumin fi opo wonye wo fi wo musumin fi opo abaga o yara ke wota abluchi onye nye lebe ni omo ye nye yo ni dane wo on tata yi ja ka no kwale pe ni yen ya wo che ni Adama Latse nuncho wa ni bata se no ni fe ni gbonyo ko ba ko le to order wakete ja ka no kwale pe wo sumo ni bata se ni mali
e ja go fe mo ni e wo camera me social media de mali yo manye me fe mali me na ameye manye me fe mali maba e muso shanye mini no papa na fe hanye mini no ke de hanye ni ye nye mali na kai mini no ke hanye awanye nye mali on kai e to nye ijete ngbina no mo ko ayi
Yeah. Papa Ro. Ofane minta oni mabibo ne ken sanene. Mine wo wanyeme ni yoshia. Amena wo mo wake ekole because of am safety wo ni bi ekome na amenya amewie wo won we mo ken wa me because wo beje me so kemoko ba yi wo mogo ba chu mogo na ba fe wo no go e ba wa mino amena le mo wake ekole no ni asane amechu ni ekole because of am safety wo na amenya amechu alo no ni mogo ba fe amenya wo amenya amechu ni wo ye bi e won chunwe mino amena ale na kan mo na me ba appreciate na amena like na kan no mo beni mo wo fite yo
yo ni that o wa no una ke ni okwe ame life na me fe una ke si ame yue ye mi ake si ke o ba yu anu kale mi no wo fa gbeda ni wo yu anu kwa si ko to wo yu anu kale wo ba
yeah
kan
yeah
chale ni that wo school wo ya uni wo ya si ye ni wo ka se nwe ni mo anu wo ka se jeme mo fe mo ke enomi
yeah
si ni that o la ke aye jomo aye lo dana aye school jomo dana aye sinya jomo
na kan
aye me kumele ame be kokula aye me kumenwe ame ye ko chi lumo e afutu na ka jomo mi onu mi se mino obi o ke wa ke ka won to wo yu anu kwale e wo bagan dan wo ba yu anu kwale afata nu wo yo gan ni wo na ke gan e sha gan e wo muji akamo go tatue anwo sa abanwo sa akesem kakada to le 4 you na 4 akemashi e ka sa ba ka je men je ba chele
yeah
ye go ta he be ni wo yo je wo fa ko gbe wo na le normal life e chini wo fa gbe no ba na ke asma hela ke ni bi so no wo lo wo mi e
yeah
wo ka wo ta si no ni mo ko gbo musun ko le gbo no keke wo ke afele no ko tu le tufa o aya ko ni gbele aya ko ndeke ni gbele si wo la ke na kan ni bi e jino ni gbe e ba gbe me bi tele mi ko ye gan because all environment no yo o low virus ko me kan wo mi chini wo ba bo chini wo na ke si da bi amekene ka di bi na so tafa cheka anda kwa bibi kwa poye otumie aba space ya mi fe aba space tu mi fe china wo ka kwa po da race ye wotumi e ka e ba wo be fe wo fo e ka kwa e ba wo be fe wo fo chi wo la ke kwa is a dangerous animal ni gbo adisa kwa gbo adisa wa adenche kwa e ba no gbo ni ole onu mi se ita ke ni ba mane mi ni ba mane research ko ni fe mane mi akano me ameka kwa couple fi pet to ma pet ke ni bi aka egbeme millions
still me come
aka
feel
egbeme yes una aka egbeme millions wo ne ka kwa ke ni bi na nche akahwe finawo ni wo ba ko wo nme ba gbe di bi ko me wo na le normal life nche wo na le normal life
yeah
adisa ke do e wo adisa aka do e na lo ni any nation anya ekele wo 1 week that ba tu na charge ni ka charge we a charge wo sita mo ino o to ka ma si kama yu anu kwale e baja intaga taga o feel like anukwale di ni wona so bana
Ebe no pono mi chonje ni chwa ke ko tagan onyo yue no be mo ke ni ke mo be ate manse no afele ke wo ye ke ke chichi bu e bagan. That's pretty much what I'm saying. No one be na kan sane yake.
Okay ani bo no taga ana anukwale o yue ko o fa na wa
Yeah.
ame gan no taga me anukwale o yue ko
Mhm.
anukwale ni ka ole no o segbe yo no o so no yue
Yeah.
ole anukwale o segbe yo no yue
Yeah.
o do se
Yeah.
ole anukwale o segbe yo no yue. It is the same thing. Ka won wo ye dem ko ba this time won academy ko me ha wono ni ka won anukwale won ye wo yue.
Yeah. That is why me expect okay some of these things I mean but I appreciate okay no for their own safety one tuna kan nu chumo e ha me ona ake she amena le na kan yeah
Ni tete dollar ka si bo o feel na ka bo den o wi anukwale e o du se
yeah
anukwale ke se mi e anukwale po nchile aka wiemo o du se chile gbomo na enye esusu ma fe ba shi academy e ye esusu ma no o enye yu anukwale e chi amela ka si bi mane me ko ba mane no o ba fope o ba ba anukwale wiemo ko ma le omi ni wa ba anukwale wiemo wo bi poni wo ka me yo ama me chose obora fe na yu anukwale wo ka ehye ku e akamini to gbodo se kakra gbe ye
right
o du bi to gbodo ehye kakra gbe ye ni wote me kuma wala ka nu tumo nu wo ba nu wo yu fe wala ka gbele ye mi
yeah
wala hu ye mi o du bi
yeah
wo ka di obu ade le nche ni me ke na me fe le akashi wo yu anukwale wala ni sana me ke wa me ka ba wo ocho ade sa ni no ka gbonda
good dabi
o du bi
yeah yeah
woto adesa nino ka gbonda e wona kanene o baba na abatrati o ka ba ga o tale me kula bo na chano taga ke ake play o ma sha ke aya bo chi o ba lo ko na bi fe kwa o play ake ni shi na mi mo ni mi ya bo chi o ke pe na ka ba ga o du to mo ni ga acha go de me to mo ni ko o ye ga no o to ni ache ni nte de ta ga o bo ye ni de me nyetaga omo ye nyetaga nyena ko nyeje na nyetaga aka gawie mo lage lumo na wo ane eba ma school o ba go school tue o to na acho gaye school mi me school tue acho na ga gaye dabi me school acho na ka gaye ameno ni anojele ba me na kaji o ta no kwa mashe the branch samo share da
yeah
kan lumojibo no to ni gawie mo acho gawie mo be ma school ama mo school ko ni ai o ga teachers na abo en ga to mo ka o ma school o ya power ya school no
yeah
o any language di bo ta woni acho na ka school o ya wale ye no
yeah
ana me fe ko no o mi bo na am school e boy na me ho school je ka na am mama school e am ha contract ka am to bo wi mo because o ho school ke ale does it work like that ni na ka ball che shikane loke abo expo ewo e la ke bo wa nyo ma school ko yokutu emi ni bo ka ma school mo ko school acho gaye mo ko school ne e ma ne le ka fe bize no o atora jax acho ga ni wo school mo shi akwa sempe ende ka ba ka mama inu mo fe da na mi yo nuka no mo bo mo ni ona ma sempe school ne ni wo se ka o ya ajo wo de mo no wo se wo ka cho gbe papa ka wata bia no mi wo ye asa ko school ko ye gan Salaga market almost that is something years but ne unu pa mancha ko domo ko sa ke min domo sini what does not feel in there at least At least ka politicians poni ba fe about su Ghana ska na ba fe bolumo no yo ma me ke otin o he bolumo no yo ma me ke okay pressure ma me no bolumo no yo ma me ka authorize me alo okay hindo fe ba ma me no ame fe ame hambo ya ka me je ska poni o de me sha me wo kabo oya force yourself no ba fa ke bo tachi o ba na ke na kwa e kuma akwa because of me lumu ani o de me ame kam na ne machine ake wo no no ta wo na fi anye awo ti wo no bu ahon Saraga market nke almost 30 years 30 years mmemme almost 30 years ba na almost 30 years ba na teme na shika teme ho shikoji wo ka government ka fi ha wo adodeni skani ba ye gaspo no anya aje go na ka Saraga market ke o mamme ne aboni wo mo ejeme Eka me ambata social media eka bi ba support o brete shika ni ba ga me ole money here na gaska wote mo pokole ya ni shika puto wote mo kole ya ni na gaska to these are the things o ba bi question ji because o try pe ndo na ke agbo wo saje ko ba oni obi si mi ma bi ya ke mo ko ya mi shika ko mo ko ya mi shika ni la ka shika ba mami na mo de shika ya shika mi na ga feel ke ya gan
Yeah.
These are the things.
Yeah.
You have to feel both the acts.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, naga ene bibi na ewo ke esa na me yolumo pe e te ba yolumo by force because ele no na e ba na ejeme. No, ani mo ko wa to Nigeria.
Shout outs to you, Shatta Drake. Mene Shatta Drake, edewe echuni ojogba ye chat section. Shout outs to you, Numo. Mene obamodin wa kudos to you. Shatta Drake, mene le Iran wa chat section. Iran ile ojogba dienche. Oiradon wa Shatta Drake. Numa job. Thank you, wa nyemi. Atanunu. Oye, abache.
Maybe
Mini ewo ni once again min bi na kan no ni amena like nuchumoni esani ametue wonchu won ha me ni mo amena akeno ni wo fi o be wo mo ekole won patagan yin
Kemi Madwen here. If you are Miagashi, Kwajo to Mohiche, Onani, if you to Mo, I may check how Mantse be a Jackamena get to Mo, one chance what from Interflat, coming now, come before one echo, Airbacle and a kind. If it will be, but none of me now, your. But I'm happy, me and Ghana, I'm in Langma. He afuna before. She Miss Sumana, get Olaka, she only unqualified. Nintaflate, Umuswe war, Onyeno unqualified. The Fimona Budin, get Osmopoe, Hose ni Ochi voice, money. Okay, unqualified Jipokoni, none by here, neighbor Lenakai. Okay, here, what they make me. Ben here, or fair. It was more. Ke olaka ole ankwali na meli. Kam le mali.
Yeah.
Ame kamishna da na mena ni bi na me fo ni chwa ke so me me ja meni. Me ma me mbomusu me ma me feni ne ehin. Si wonye me to me ni yeke si je fi otumo ni be eche. Aga me na nkwe ama me yo opposition anyway yo wo be do fi wona budi ya ke si amena ngma na me fo nke won fite amena ngma bi ameke we be. Kedole. Na caminalo e ya che sinna non è woni ndete ta flate to ke o kwe ni bini ya no but the boka ga shi o pay attention shi ni many wo you amsane amen no ni ya amen na amen kwe live amen read documents no ya me yeko It's still there. Yena me mo ajibe no ma ejagshi ame musun ya afo ame fo. Ame fo gan ya afo.
Right.
Ona ni be mi na me mo bo po agesho ta fla che. Wote me gwe wona dromo ni wo ba manse. Ni nwe wo ha wo hegbe ni wona ni bi kuma ni wona ni bi ame ojugba.
Right.
Ni because they could have on freedom view. It will be on can chance and okay, John, be beyond volunteer or personal interest.
Right.
On any, Shame, I mean, for no need, I mean, big, I mean, make, I mean, mommy making me buy every day. Or when we won't, you're not buying echo, yeah. But you may have one before.
Yeah.
Ni Mususha, Agashi, or fair was your Naji, or I feel what be in a position, ni, and what for. Ya fu hanga fe hije wope omusuna ya fu china kamina le
right
obe bien na me bobo she show e ko ne fetu magbene na afia agbe nyin pata gan hin ona je ko mi hin pata ni ta flat ke ba be bope ba ni na ni na wo fin tumo ska kumo na yu one ni gbomo eteshi ni ya eska ye London no na kashika imagine akeshi na ganshika ke wo kan mi ne ke wo school ko to papa ro yo o ka twa ni tumo ko no o high blend on yem ko bi ye gami ne ka safo ache me ka safo anyi na me to ojo ne ta flat amele am gam to ojo hu ona genji amena ni chuku parliament chu ame bin ya school ko pajin asaga ojugban ni malaria ke ni bi ne eje wo satin kwemene obara mo ko mata shi ne bi bulu aga shi ta flat wo draga ona wo nye me won we fanye nu ni mi akeshi nu ni ya no ka me ji ame ye mi no ni baba amleta mesani ni ame kuma ngu mesani ni yo onna nda de mi na kanale o ngwa wa bia
ya wo twa me ye nyogoni wo mu na
ni to o ba le mi to ma yo nuku iko
o va ne yo
ona akeshi ona akeshi
o va ne hold on ani papa ro va ne gbe na
yeah ona akeshi ni ame atashi ni wa kama ke malumo yin ni lumo igba mi pe ni ke kashi mo me ni wo yo man se wo won gbagan ni ona ke bo o force ake lele ama mi fiti ogan chi nye ni akenye nye blog se ni ogan nye gbagan nye ke gbele anye nu nyenu onu mi shi chi ni to onu mi shi ama mi no shi ake shi aka ama mi gbagan onu mi shi well, no, na ke wo gbagan no la mi fo no ake shi yes for gbagan
that's right
ona ni ni twa ke shi moko ni osumo anu kwale moko ni osumo anu kwale onu mi shi ya ke mono ke kama ya me ye ne ke man se bi gbagan kaji obile ake shi mi ne wo no yu ona kan ye ekwe ke mi gba moko ba bo
that's right
si akani bonanza yo to mi ofin le po aka won fi na ka wo obi na aka si mi no wo yu na kan ye ona ni e si bu ni nye be am be gabi no yu aka si am daga mo na me ka gbele am no na me nu onu mi si
that's right
ona ni e aka bono no ko ba fe mu ko mo ko ba fe bo mo ko ba fe bo aka abochine ko be ni awon spon e ga
dabi
onu mi si abochine ko be ne ba tabi ne ba ke mancha ma de leska mancha leska ne ke tunde dabi
right
onu mi si o mi ni wo ko e ga anukwale ke eyin lepe wo for one fight
no keke
bona fe e ka affect the next generation
that's right
agbena
that's right ishe
no ya mi
hello ni o fa no ja ipa no yi
ani wọ́n pe bolo se
mani abla wo fin
mimba bohun mani ni mi anye mani ola ga wo ga machine ni machine ta flat gbo ye mi ni ga me hu ye mi ni wi mo ko be pe ni da ni ilu akeshika ke no se ni ale ga ni ke ba tutu shi ba ya Ake numu la kote adwa ushini hale akangano bayale. Secondly, aye gbejianu to na ke to manche oji evidence fair evidence ni je name bi fair eda. In James Sound TV no ubon program ni nte follow le. Mingole koni personal akeshi be inchomi akeshi ekemuku ye problem because I expose muku. Si ta flat ni make ta flat blogger say ke journalist say comment ni nyega akeshi ta flat de job table ti dan do ba yu anakwale. Politics ne president politicians ni nyega aye media's phone comment ta flat ametra agomo ni ta flat you anakwale muko nyi efi amenoko. Ona ni ebala akeshi ni mama homework mingo ya ile kusumi ta flat ni kejebe ni afomi pako kule pako upcoming blogger lo journalist joko she mi qualify donc o practice journalism alo practice o fe blogger obuobi etwe because ko kwa mi social media I me post Kevin no mini watafata mkola wenye post Adama Latse emu ko post Adama Latse aba comment yes like the flat aba attack le emu ko post Kevin mkola mba attack le shona ene me fe amani yo gan kwale ko bito am draga ni maka me ama interview Sakuma Ulomo ini ojogba Sakuma Ulomo ini ojogba inna ni for me atola fi Sakuma atola ogba mi ama interview le ne ka ma no kwale ama ya kwa message ne ka ma no kwale ama ya gbese manche ne ka ma no kwale na agbena me ba out je meni yo abloche ni draga meni yo abloche ame hukume yega ta flache wonyemi iti ne fi program ne e hukume yega no nke nye yuage she abata abluchi ni aywe ni bi kome ta flache kasantule nucho yomo pi ne yue ya mi kemingo yomo pi ne yue ya direct to wonyemi no ni fi program e bia ne no nya waka wo muso akpa yemo akaya atuni ta flache nye dwanye ya keshi kanji Kevin ba de ba aja 10 sirike 2020 Ghana da ogba ya nyi biye lani nyena nyafo kwen nyemi ni abe ne wo camera kenye gamashie mi ni me komeke ni te ko tulu ne ba efe ne ken te ko tulu bo fi mfi o abi Kevin akeshi awu te ko tulu the first ne ba you the second hero inse na me sha mo ko na ke te ko tulu manche the first no le pode che committee because ona inche meni ta flat wonye meni yoga sana me gba me ngbe mi wonye meni yoga sana me gba me ngbe mi ta flat first man ka ko ba to first asaba fi Adama Latse mi po bi ane le weke musu ebo yemo bi ane ike dabi inche ona dabi anu kwali ke wonwe anu kwali ake gawe mo ofani yo fu jemi ake gawe mo eto machine na chine ni ka flat kote manche manye obu ta flat to bu ta flat aba ka ga shobu ta flat be yo mo no boje wo si ta flat agbene ami fe chon agbene ami de ta me expose ami ta flat amika ne history odugba amika ne history odugba ama bia ka shino moji moni by your secretary kintakita yua ona eni me fesa na kase gomonje evidence eje document amenye koi she amelaka ka me fe ame 1 million okay 200 Ghana abakpa me amo ni second la amenye pamna ka shamba fe life ye watch joint here na me ka ga she wole ogbo ke ba na me 10 million na me ka ma she na ba me 1 million kumo ngwene amunye na abueko be fia be na ba fe kusumi ni minke ga ketete akeshi nini tioshe to be ni wonyimi ko yu akeshi nini tioshe amenu ko shishi ye ma waje agbe na meteshi na mbabon kojomo akeshi ameka kokode in doko na moye teshi be ko ni wo yu egbo e ka akeshi omo no lo yu eko omo no nu yefu omo no ka mi ni joma mo no abaye nga yode agbo no waje na ka amamba afi no ka mete chumi na oyu no ko ngona wa akeshi ni nyefe wo se kwenye biba akwa akeshi ko papa atashi asoma papa ewi anu kwali asoma papa emali na kan shi sanye dwenye mikpa me faiwa mi dieswe na kan me ga dan me journalist association na me che no le no draga pife no boy draga me president of Maryland ame na ake shi ewi no ko ame president e kwansa ame na ake shi no ona de pie ken kwani abie to ni eju anu kwale she efe to mo keme ete court amba mali amefo na me ete ke boku me right anu kwale ko wi mo ko egbebo ni mo ba protectable ni mo ba protectable ni le ake wonu cho eswe na Adama Latse cup yi ni iba shwe gaman fe anu ame do akashi ni ka akashi ta flat ke bi ba fe ni ke bi because Adama Latse sumo ne ke la ke shi ke ta flat aba damokusie ke da Adama Latse because le je me ye gamashi mi ojuba ye me ojuba je me ojuba ki fe Kevin po inle ni bia ne ka ayadunga ake soja fu ke police fu elanga di bi ya du on mana ke fa inle ake shika ba yi ga mo aba wo ta flat nu la ke anti ke ni bi ba mo shi soja fu ba yin ke twin ni wo nyema bi yin je ni na bi yin je me Mishini beso kon minka yo agash le wala minka yo eche yeseno ni na 100 years kashi yo wa kenyi meje ba chele because efe no ko ye ga inna kanye ni efe eji history ni abanga egbe wala wolu emi because bi ani atowa ko be ko don first court trade first abaka ko chado mom ye akro wani money tibia na ho fe court choko chemu ese first court choko chemu ese no me court je ubana me shifa follow to me na follow me ni we ame bia me ya kashi aka Adama Latse ba chuko noko she Adama Latse koko na frache ga ko gashiponi ke ba choni shigmene nyema cheta Rolls Royce mi amene na ho le ma na mi e ba ne gas ni mi ke no ka Adama Latse yo wa fe dromo ni le ake inshallah ni mo ba ni ba tashi ni gafe ba fi tinkon ka Adama Latse batashi first thing ni tane fi aga me page ya gashi salaga market because the jeme wona me ka wona na sishu ka wona dada me jema me woni na me ke ko kete nke ta flache ya yega salaga market ta flache shikpao akafe ye na ko ki ya shawo ye woje ashawo ye woje me shawo ye woje ni boy didi ashawo ye lamba kolo nwe na ke woje me bi Monique na kania akeksi womba obasa because gamashi kono yoje that's right wompa fai manye kode rewe moko eke wo fe wo ba gbo wo ba shi shike sheku nu mo cheku buwe ichekubu yo wa jobu o ya mi ko ba mi intete ejo bi ejo umami ejo papa ejo oje meni tafra to piano efe ni yo platform ni tafra kenye yu anu kwale mo fe mo ni ya jo ejo na kwale abilesani sakumu abilesani agbaduko abilesani mo ni na anu kwale ne yu anu kwale amisa abi amisade na abi amisade ekole ye wa memi because ama me dwaga because e ka me ko akwa me sa ba wi no ko eke mini eke ko yu ano kwale abako dwaga no yu amale enwo abako saga amefa me fita yeko Adama Latse lo tolo aneko abutia lo ame ko amefa me yi suwo se kwa mba bi sadi Nike blogger say ni yo je magashi mini me say na me yi ama a million ba chon ka me buta ba chon ba adula me yi ni bon we mo ba chon numo ngone e obadu fodo ba ya e ke yue mo anukwale ni anukwale ayin se show you anukwale ka male ko musu yeah no che nto ba wo twa do mani dwa ba
ya oni o iradon wa denche my job nya watwa Uncle Sam keke woke woni fe mo eba na agbe mani nye ma yue briefly ege wo muna Uncle Sam hello Uncle Sam
Yes, hello ni.
Ofa no jai pano
Me ha mapia mamanye.
manya bla wo fe
Ne ofa ne 3 points from Masmane my raise.
okay
First one just a common points. But be Papa Road e yemo hihye ne me charge le person wa pen be kuma ka bon ye. O ya no ko tama o me askwai ya ko nya ya ko shin te ga shin bi jela jime jena. Say one thing is what I understand is the appreciation. Your law me janche I no natural common law.
yeah
The all law is the common law is no not the natural common I will like common it's law near I feel it's an of family.
yeah
Yeah, no lawyer, no value is based on common sense. So natural common law.
yeah
It's common sense. Ka owo kaka no ka tumoko chance je bagbo no okay akole I no abezo la ka mo family
that's right
no be ka wo ya wo ka ko aka min cha wo ba the base wa no ka kan sha ko ne wa fa wa ka to education wa take a share ko
that's right
education has no wa fa da na wa ka fe ni
yeah
and you are the point Abana second point my raise G Akashin is concerns National House of Chiefs and Supreme Court issue I'm a raise if you make Wednesday principle I'm a raise Wednesday principle say I'm
a raising no yeah
exactly. One real principle, Bani Tamabano or Penataya, do not in your Yaneta play to come in on. No, there, I mean, after do not in your Yaneta play to come in on. But that is fair enough. Nakajis and the question, if you're much anyway, Menonke, by law by common sense, don't I know your data plate, you know. Benny at the Tachalete, nature coach to bear Baha and mare, and your mere Tachalete, Adama Latse bear the mare, and I'm a biaka she, Adama Latse, Apalelo.
yeah
Ne akadika ko ebi menika gbe ba ha ame akasin ne Adama Latse te wo fi ole te
right
Adama Latse apakole to mo boni mi so wo you up na le apakole
yeah
ma ni to get no ka do na sega do na ho ba pete do na he
yep
alo no oje egbe ya mi
that's right
ke ba no be no je na egbe ya mi fe mo na ka no je me na ho egbe ya mi no ka egbe ya wo je mi
that's right
no you know na akabo yo
that's right
third one third one so ne ma marriage je concern of many companies court woman like a human you have about what explaining like she can make case Boni the color Kamaka about a first case high court case Adama Latse case at court. Now you have ne Chulu will be an appeal against it. Now I also apply a stay of execution. Exactly. Now I feel like I may this. I'm not case a hungry Jamaica. I may this. No, a case a hungry Jamaica. Recently, ne Adama Latse will be a yard raise case up.
That's right.
No, Adama Latse Jimonica case to appeal court. Exactly. Exactly. Later go to it will be a case at the appeal court.
Yeah.
No, the kind of case at the appeal court. No, against I mean, no, I'm a case I at the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Latse will be another case in your court.
That's right.
Now, about court, that woman.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
No, she got 3 them marriage in a kita no one sensible la on tamo de balincho ka ara akomanja komi
yeah
tata le do not play your tano apakwa Adama Latse no woman every na woman na kapetala he pako na ya na ka change one face ya ne e chon ka change play your tata no but ni afia ni Adama Latse no ni ka tata le menawa later go to about no. Na kanji no no ha kwa na via na kan pepe ko ni ka do la no back.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Uncle Sam. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Abache, we're not going to know about you. Abache, yeah. Papa Ro. I want to know one last time.
Yo, fine, yo. Ma no. Ni tate ilake okwe ni efe oka agashi na minfe na efe eche ku e ameke nuko na afi ni Gamanche deme mama e address
as Gamanche yeah
odubishi
yeah
ne e no amba wo kama social media
yeah
no ko to mama mbre mi mama no ni mama fi odubishi she need that Manchester na yo mama ni yo deme e like there's a problem ni assault ko problem matter
yeah
e wo automatically enye e address numu ake neke because it like there's an issue.
Yeah.
There is an issue. What do we see?
Yeah.
Okay, obatashi no okay before we need to go to le no still le tano with le tano bebe what la tebe le wa feel mo.
That's right.
What la tebe la pakole. But what la pakole.
Yeah.
What do we see? What are you? See, as no president ni awu lekeba ni a small confusion e wo mi na fe e use to ejomo. Does it mean akashi ka fe na ka be mi ni e what a take chulu? No, she on akashi amami fi one na me yu oni tomo o himo. Odumishi.
Yeah.
Bomo wulu ni e Ghana president e use to ejomo. I feel like e mi ni e bataje me keke.
Ke no ni amefe ebe benele un square isani ke le la ke wo mi ebe asani square benele we police ke soja ni be na afa ni te go tulo
oyi wa do denje She own agashi because it like mlaye.
That's right.
Ni aka mlate. Oni ni aka mlate. Enye create confusion.
Dabi.
It was be mene mami feel like a mini. Come support what the go to some of us what the go to. Hey. Ona confusion come amike ba.
Right.
No, but that's you know, obey me, president. Actually, and non president feel disrespect gafe, disrespect gafe. Tale, you know me. Me communicate oko ba di ameye mo se. Iba no mi afun.
Yeah.
Iba no mi afun.
Yeah.
She, she wole. Ni nona me fi ofe pele money ame pele.
Yeah.
Nona me fi ofe ame fi like aka sane ya Supreme Court ke mini watch la check obi mi ka me fi fa. Oh, me na you on e. Odumichi, no na fe. It's all strategy.
Yeah.
Strategy ame pay.
Yeah.
Odumichi. When I can Supreme Court no, I make time I post I work. First post any ba I can go to pay. Later no I'm what Adama Latse poster
Yeah.
Odumichi.
Yeah.
I'm a few what Adama Latse poster na fear. Any mene ba agency the same sport mene ba agency. I work.
Right.
Odumichi. All because I mean like she no about fear a worky. A worky show like any about cancellor me no war now me go na make what Adama Latse will be I make cancellor me no way because they know actually they are going to cancel what that will be said I'm fear.
Yeah.
Una near.
Yeah.
Ora, well, me plan na make ba fe e fe na make ba ton wo mo ame ni wo le ame ka e fe na make ba ton wo fe ready ke ame onu mi
yeah
to bo no you say no tamo mu money e mo na mo na ke ha e mo na mo na ke ha ame po mo fe na me wo cheme na me ta ga cancel ke wo cha dem na je ko am na me ka me na me use am capacity na half a play ni shi am se gbeye
yep
Babe Shegbe Onumichi I'm Shegbe so what le fe na Melianu Kwale ehun Amelianu Kwale ehun
yeah
because kita na aka aye mpa ke ni na aka feel we ni shi e o ke bo ko e powerful ana mo na afa feel ni shi mo
yeah
aka court wo egbe court sani ayo mo numo sani ayo mo
that's right
ayo mo
that's right
numo sani ayo mo
that's right
Come on, be on.
Naga impa era don Ogaleje
ni de
ovane kawakpa naga no kawakpa
mo obada mo fe mo shi ko fe mo ko ni ikewe shi pe Ghana Geo Europe Geo ife ni mo fe mo ho onda mo fe mo shi
naga
Ghana wo chawo ma shi shi da fe nye no shi da fe nye no onda mo fe mo shi you are don
that's right
okay e chele ncho lenche okay jomo amo fe mo
naga
on job mo fe ma wa no traga o ma shi and quality bi la do quality you o
that's right
mali ye bi and quality
that's right
and quality fe o de chu hia mo we are so ka mali e fita here be opio say
yeah
no okay mo fe mo you are don tra no manyaba
yeah
ma
fan that's right minda mo fe mo shi thank you so much Shatta Drake Biane Shatta Drake menele take over Shatta Drake assistant captain working hale legi assistant captain Shatta Drake kema Roberta be Shatta Drake bi ese Shatta Drake Biane work a position abu boji assistant captain thank you so much Shatta Drake mene a control chat session if swake no fe no te no dugba so nyemi oyi wala don wa de nche my job with Shatta Drake what baba bi what last show on this Gamanche series na anyone for the past 2 weeks what there are few jandams junkomeni wa breaki menele ni ayu no go ni naga o miaga you Mr. Mills ke if I'm a cho no go jandam mi ga Mr. Mills nga boy fun hey inaga Mr. Mills Mr. Vinson Shivi Antia. Wow, I break final Jandam say Jandam say nyoko menin takoi. New fair Jandam I break it. Usofo go ba fe Jandam go ba break it. In your video go uninka ba chombo. The video shots din komeni in the nation no match afen abo eke wo Gamanche series ne egbena unless no conclude ba jekwe Saturday what ba you call Sunday Saturday what ba you call Sunday call na beni call fe so ka Saturday back to our regular scheduled business Saturday what ba you call Sunday mabomode what ba twa no ma ite kom la what ba twa le ne ba phone no ko Sunday ke ba ko egmene Sempe Stool Council I'm about fair press conference. Yes, she pony judgment between America English alata. In the judgment no Sunday makane judgment mabu on abonin fiole nakano fiole makane fe mabu yeshua between work so English be a fair press conference. Bona so Sunday kawaba matcha sempe be a press conference habo. Keke English be a fe yeshua ke wa lo so wa mamba feko matcha me no mabu keke Sunday ken intranyo attack ken can judgment fe 40 something pages long makane fe mabu on Sunday ona boni ni yo nuchumo na kan watchule keke bode nchona wa mani wolu ayue odum chichi wa mani wolu ayue so Saturday wa ayue call Sunday eke Sunday wa ayue sempe ke English alata sani ni nation judgment ko Supreme Court judgment makane fe ma bo ba na no ne wona after press conference ball usually judgment ba ke wo fe ba the background of the whole thing so oba no shishi yodoba so Sunday le nwe ke okwemene press conference ni o town no na no ni judgment ke pote ba be Sunday no ba fit away oshi ba go ba yi wo pa
asawo
what about? That's right. Yeah. Settings new no settings new on settings palebo settings anyway Charlie so chamega me nyefenye you are don nyuma work back or ba so ba pe bi e ko afi wo final show on this Gamanche series unless like I said no kwe ba in between that ebe oba me ke 23 24 oba na no ni te no on that same day oba nu we no ekole woni neighbor shen documents no that's those same days especially Supreme Court telekan agbena me ba ya say na me ba fi ga me ke ba shimon when we will know no need it take place on those same days on aboni chon waba nuwe na kind no stay of execution gbile no abani whether I approve or lower approve iko I mean no ni so that waba find out Supreme Court I'm sure because lawyer say filing the BFA can yajeme so if I'm a guy me tell Sanji 1 2 come no about big about ke nyeba here judgment on this day allow about rule jeme no ni just ka she ba available I don't know but because lawyer say man no fair no can yajeme so etumo ni ni pa ko ni ne bona boni ni yo so FM na gba onko sang mene wo ye wo mi me FM mene amelaje man Christy ba I think I na we ko umba na man Christy is na K2K umba just a couple of them. I'm a fan. Yes, I get one baba. So, you will don't mean that you walk back. Bye bye.
Aye, boo.